All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us here at ASV Collectibles for another live unboxing and shenanigans. Let's just start off with the panel. My boy Marcos Mora, J&D appreciator for sure. And the Legend Lane. Legend Lane's going to be in the dark because he didn't pay his light bill. So, but I do appreciate him being here today and giving us his feedback.
Sounds about right.
And I want to thank everybody else that's jumping in on the chat or the panel. Marcos, if you could check that, because I'm kind of a distance away from my laptop, so it's going to be hard to see who's in the chat. So shout out to those that are in the chat because I can't see.
Hey, Everyday Collect. So John has joined us.
John's in the house. I'm gonna have to. Let me walk over here. Let me take a look too.
Also, John, if you want to join our panel, man, just let me know and I'll send you an invite too. Thanks for joining us, at least.
Yeah, any of those guys want to jump in?
Another great
Battlecat. What's up? Battlecat's in the house. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I can see it now popping up on the screen there. So I'm here, Tracy, California, with my good friend Michael Reyes. I posted a little video of our setup there on ASV Collectibles on Facebook. So if you haven't joined that page, please request to join. I'll let you guys in. Just looking a little bit at some of his setup. He's got more setup somewhere else, but it's always a pleasure to come out. And I'm super excited for this Prime One Studios T800 exoskeleton. It is not the exclusive. It's the regular version, which is fine. Sometimes regular versions are better than the exclusive and vice versa. So excited to see that. Also, I brought my XM Studio Iceman. It is sealed, so I'm going to have to play around with it a little bit, opening up the box and all that good stuff. But anybody there on the chat, if you got any questions, you want to see something up close, I got a little new system here, so hopefully my audio. Jimmy's in the house. Godlike, thank you for jumping in, Jimmy. Jimmy, if you want to jump in on the panel, man, let us know. Send us a private message.
I'll send you an invite. Doesn't matter.
I'll send you the link. Essentially, and what was that skit with Dave Chappelle where he goes like this?
Oh, the Rick James, or is that? No, that's Rick James, and not the Prince one.
Yeah. Rick James.
So William,
yeah.
For the panel stuff, maybe explain what had now are both of these yours, or is it just the endoskeleton? That's part of
no. Actually, the T800 is Michael's.
Okay.
He's going to give us an in-depth review of what he loves so much about it, and then Iceman is mine. So
I love it.
Yeah. So, Michael's reviews are always super in depth.
Because a lot of times I know probably our chat would like to know, Michael, even though don't worry about on camera, but are you getting also the Blitz in theory, if they still come, either of the T800 Blitzway Prime 1 third scales or the T1000 if and when those finally come out? Or is it just the endo?
No, just the endo.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, just the endo. Yeah, he's got. I just walked. He's got about 30 1/6 scales. He hasn't opened yet, so I think. No, I'm not lying. He doesn't even know what he has. He's like showed me. He's like, I got these boxes. I don't know what it is. So, but he had a T1000 sealed in a box, the Hot Toys T1000. So, I told him. I said, well, we could do like a 40. Maybe a 4 hour.
My wheelhouse. You send it to me. I send it to me, Mike, and I'll unbox them for you because that's what I normally do. That's normally when I do my live unboxings. I this next week I got Comic Venom that I am kind of looking forward to doing, and also not doing because it's gonna have tons of stupid back tentacles and stuff.
Yeah, well, I told him if he wants, we could do like a Christmas freaking unboxing, all of them, so he could, take them out and actually play with them. So I was like, just a 30 1/6 scale unboxing, whatever you call it, right? What is that called when they keep playing the same thing over and over again? A marathon. We'll do a 1/6 scale marathon unboxing.
So, A plus collector popped in here, and thanks A plus again. Thank you for giving us that friendly reminder. Always appreciated. But unfortunately, your second thing there, that is not. You're talking to collectors here, and that is not a terminology that we understand. That is speaking some big.
That's very much true, man. That's very much true. But I would also say congrats to Aiden finally getting the first piece back, even though he shit all over it in his review. So that was hilarious. I loved it.
Dude, that box is so cool.
So here's the T800 box, art box, pretty dope.
Marcos.
I love myself. I love myself. There you
go. There you go. Marcos does love himself. You're a little conceited. That's okay. A little conceited.
Yeah.
But and he's got bad hair too. He tried to take a nap today, like a 3-year-old, and he's got bad hair. Okay.
Come on. It's
better than having a hat head like I had today.
It's doing something. It's doing something.
All right. JoJo's in the house, man. What's up, JoJo? Thanks for jumping on. So this is the box for the T800. Hopefully it's not too crazy where I start sweating, but it is about 45 degrees in this garage, maybe 50. So I think I'll be good. I usually burn hot. So there's a box, not too big. Surprisingly, it only came in one box. I don't know if the deluxe comes in an extra box or not.
One box. No, it's one box.
Yeah.
It's all one box. Okay, so
yeah,
we got the one box there.
That's not actually as huge as I thought it would be. I mean, it's not small.
That's what she said.
I got you.
I'm glad we got that out of the way for the night.
That's what she
said.
said.
What are you talking about? Come on.
We're not gonna let you slide that easy.
Yeah, no.
All right, so the box does come with just reminders of other stuff that they are.
I was put on pre-order 3 years ago.
Yeah. So you got the cami.
The cami, which is already, you can buy it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you can buy it already. So they're just they're just
older
promoting
ones.
some of their stuff. Right.
Is
That's even going back a while. That's the Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, we're Mustang.
Roy Mustang, and I can never remember.
Hawkeye. Riza Hawkeye.
I'm sure Lane's gonna pick this one up because he likes Poison Ivy.
No chance
That's
whatsoever.
toxic girls Lane does. Lane loves himself.
No, that's definitely not one that's gonna come. I
And
already
then
have
they give you
Poison Ivy.
they give you a little autumn collection book. Pretty much the same thing, just like reminding you that hey, we got all this stuff. Make sure you
the
buy
first
it.
one on there. First one on there, the Hush Superman. I'm waiting on that one right now. Someday
I do like that though. This right here, this is dope.
Yeah, no, like
the Thomas Wayne.
Yeah, and the Bane.
I also saw
Bane.
one of the first ones. I saw the John Wick, which still has not been released, which is crazy.
Yeah. Still waiting on Michael to get these.
Was that Verizon? Yeah.
Those are ones Freddie is waiting on.
Yeah, so Michael, if you check my video I posted earlier on ASV Collectibles of his room tour, he's got the Stalker. I love that piece. That piece is dope.
Michael, are you getting that new one, which is the big Robo Snake one?
This leather thing?
Yeah.
You gonna get it? Oh man, he's gonna get it. You know what that means? Unboxing time.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah. He's like, hey, I got it. You want to work?
Michael's got the racket down, man. Like, why do unbox this myself when I have a guy who I know who can't help?
Yeah, I got a guy.
Like he's addicted to unboxing polished stuff or silicone, whichever. If it's a J&D piece, he'll do it.
So here's their blueprint of the exoskeleton. Just kind of instructions that I can't read, even though there's pictures in it. So we're gonna try to figure this thing out. I'm gonna get a little closer just so you guys have an idea.
So Michael, what made you decide just to get the regular version of this one? Is because it's kind of the more iconic look to the endoskeleton, or availability when you decided to try and get it?
Actually, I had the option to get the other one too, but I think people were complaining about the other gun coating under the chest or something like that, so it didn't look right.
So is the way it's pegged in the chest with the gun? Yeah.
And I knew a lot of people because Jimmy, he got his and unboxed his live, but with the gun like kind of blocking, like depending on where your view is, it's like the double blaster. Yeah. But anyway, you guys have listened to me talk enough right now. But
that's all right, man. Y'all keep going.
I was interested with that because obviously a lot of times, usually it's try and get the switch out. That's a lot of the way the mentality is a lot. With these statues, but of course, obviously not all of them come with 15 switch outs, which is a good thing. They would have a bonus edition, which is like a headstone. That's the way I prefer it, where maybe there's just one like switch out item or something. What happened?
It's heavy.
Oh yeah, it's way more than I expected.
It's probably what,
Yeah.
15 pounds.
I
You
only
guys
got-
understand? Will is very weak. He has weak muscles, so that's why it's very.
It's all bicep. It's all bicep, nothing else. And the rest is atrophy.
Yeah. You wanna, Michael? You wanna grab that paper? Yeah. All right. Woo! Goodness gracious. Okay. Yeah, I thought I wasn't gonna sweat, but it looked like I will. Peg on the side. Take a look here. I will get closer to you guys. Just
And it
Badass
does light
is a
up, I
catch my
believe,
breath.
too.
what's that?
It does light up, this guy, if I remember correctly.
This does light up.
I don't
here's
know
the
about
bottom.
the base, but there's light up feature.
What edition is it? It's a. I can't read. Is it 24 or I don't know.
123.
123 out of 200.
Yeah.
Stones.
Detail's pretty darn good.
Yeah. I think Jimmy said in his unboxing, he said he really liked the paint work they did on the base.
Yeah, it's got kind of a dusty gray feel to it and everything. And everything was
Is it really?
Yeah.
heavy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's not surprising because I mean that's all extra polystone sculpt work, everything into that. So it literally is like a giant.
Oh, I see the plug. I see the plug-in right there.
Yeah, that's USB. Because I think
Oh, goodness.
I think it's the eyes light up and stuff, if I remember correctly.
Well,
It's
let
been
me
a while
see
since
what I-
Aiden, you want to join the show, man? Hit me a message. I'll send you a link, man. I'll be a name. I haven't talked to you forever.
You have does this thing come with a plug? I mean, that's a USB-C. We could plug it in maybe to that. Oh, you got a port. I see he got the portable stuff. Look at
this
it.
guy, man. He's
Yeah, I got a nice port. I got an 8-hour lasting portable.
nice.
Yeah,
I've been
he's
able
more
to use it
prepared.
3 times over though.
Yeah, and Will is
look-
breathing hard right now. I love it.
See that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
Can
kind
you
of- kind
put
of
the lights above? This one right here? Yeah. Just so the guys can see the lighting.
Because it's like a blue white,
Yeah.
I think.
So there you go. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Honestly, we just probably keep unboxing like this, Will, with the lights off like that.
I could.
Yeah.
I could.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit better. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I can unbox like that.
The darker grays and like that on the base are showing better. So probably for the silver paint metal and stuff will probably show a little bit better. Up.
Let me sorry. Let me playing around with the lights here. Let me dim that down because when I get close, I want to make sure the lighting here on the side, you guys can get a good detail on it, and you still have this.
Yeah. No, I think that level right there will be perfect.
This light right here on our side. How do we shut that? You shut that. See, Michael got everything on his phone. All his lighting's on his phone. My lighting at home is like Christmas Story. I got like the ball thing, and I'm just trying to, So okay,
Hey,
so there's that
Michael
lighting.
probably is willing to give free seminars on lighting and connecting it and doing
What
it.
about this one on your
digitally.
phone too? Oh, you got another control? Jesus Christ! There we go. Okay, now you guys can see how much better this lighting is. He does have light strips on the top, which kind of give me a little bit more lighting than I want. But for you guys to see that base, that's a dope. I mean, that right there really does it. So there's a plug. He's got the.
Just put a good green filter thing, and we can be doing night vision unboxing.
Yeah. That's true. Unfortunately,
I think Aiden brought up a good point. I bet Michael has flashlight programming on his phone. I think he does too. I wouldn't doubt it. That's a good investment.
He tells his old lady.
Good investment. Good investment.
He tells his old lady, "Oh yeah, there's his light."
Michael, thanks for letting us see this unboxing tonight as well for this piece.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
He's unboxed more pieces on here than, he's will unbox more pieces on here than.
Yeah, well, I mean, Michael is a smart man and he knows how to play to our vices. Apparently, Will's vices he knows how to play to.
He's playing his cards for sure. All right, I don't know what's next, but what I'll end up doing is just getting this thing out, which is the front of the base, which is pretty much the plaque.
T2.
Is it got a magnet to lock it in place? Yeah.
It's
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
One of the most overrated franchises of all time is Terminator. I gotta say, guys. I gotta say.
Oh, shut up!
Yeah, boy,
up.
I do get you old heads going.
See, guys, Marcos is he learned this originally with like Godlike. It's like he hit his professional grifter mode. Grifter. He's like T2 is overrated. Check out my video on my Patreon where I will give you 15-minute explanation.
I say the most outlandish thing and then just bring people.
Yeah, and then that your YouTube channel is just 15-second griftings. Now go onto my Patreon and you can see 15 minutes and me telling you the truth on why this is overrated.
The truth hurts. The truth hurts, man. So.
Oh my gosh. Will, that thing's got to be heavy.
No, actually, this is very light. I'm concerned.
It's nothing. It's all base, the weight-wise. So, like, the base...
Yeah, it is all base.
I think the base is, like, 15 pounds or 20 pounds, and that's, like, the statue's, like, 24 pounds. Like, total, I think it says on the website.
Damn, I like the detail there, just on, like, the midsection for the spine area and everything. Yeah. Ooh. Look on the back panels. Can you hold Will for, like, 1 second there? Like, with the straight back? Maybe turn it a little bit, like, yeah. If you guys notice there, you can see really well. We had the you can see like the dirt and some wear and tear on the back of the endoskeleton, on the armor pieces and everything for it. Some really nice detail in there. Like that, this T800 endoskelet's been out fighting for a while, or patrolling around or whatever for human victims.
I think Marco just doesn't like it because he doesn't have no cakes. Look, all the cakes.
Zero cakes on this. Zero. Look at that.
Yeah, that's all titanium cake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and peg him in.
But let's rewind to the Terminator being overrated. Okay, so they had T1.
Here we go.
T1 was not even that good. T2 is the best, obviously. T3, like, who cares? T4 with Christian Bale, horrible. And then the next 3 have been awful. Like, it's truly a poverty franchise at this point. Right in the coattails of 2.
Well, I'm still just. I mean, we don't need another Terminator movie. That is the one thing I can agree with.
Horrible.
Yeah, we don't need any more Terminator movies.
Last year have been horrible. So Marcos is right. It's an overrated franchise. It was based on the coattails.
No, Marcos, when you say overrated franchise, that's like implying all of it, the entire thing.
No, because overrated players can have one good season, which T2 did.
It's not overrated. It had maybe too many sequels of lower quality.
The first one's okay at best. Like, it's not even that good either.
Here's
Can we ban Marcos?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, here we are taking opinions from a guy that's like 23 years old. He doesn't come on, Marcos. That's the guy saying that Predator, the first one, is the most terrible movie.
We've got a guy who's the equivalent of collector baby diaper at this point. So,
Jojo, see, this is everybody's response to me when I say some truth. It's LeBron. Like, come on, guys. Come on, catch up.
LeBron is definitely an overrated franchise.
They had no counterpoint to what I said. They just said LeFlop. There we go.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I won't. Well, I mean, for flopping, yes, but I mean, I'm never going to call a 4-time world champion a flop as a player. I may think he's obnoxious, but that's a different story.
Yeah, it's fine. We're just talking about his on-the-play thing, and he's the best ever. But so Aiden, I'm part of the problem with Fast and Furious. I'm there opening weekend every time. I know it's bad.
Wasn't there supposed to be some Fast and Furious statues put out or something? Wasn't it years ago? Was that Blitzway?
It was Dark Side or Blitzway, I think, one of those two. And they're
doing the Blitzway I know seems to be in their own dark abyss.
Yeah,
for trying to get certain stuff out.
I think it was Infinity. They did
maybe Infinity,
and they canceled it right away. Him and Gal Gadot. So they didn't even put it. They just showed it and then they canceled it.
Yeah, because I thought I remember something like that going up for pre-order.
Yeah, it was like Hobbs with the Gatling gun and I think it was movie 6.
like or Fast 5 or something like that.
It was 6 or 7.
It's not a good thing when we say movie 6 or 7 for a thing about racing cars.
Dude, like I said though, like I'm addicted to those movies. I know they're slop. I love it, dude. I don't know. They got my heart.
But now they can't seem to get the 11th one, the actual end of the franchise.
Yeah, because they want a big budget. The studio doesn't believe in the
well, the last 2 movies have either broken even, or I think the last one didn't. I think they lost money because it was just the budget was so nuts.
Yeah, you put in Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa is kind of like box office toxic right now, but they're bringing back Hobbs, so that's good. Franchise.
Yeah, I find it interesting because over here, I'm sorry guys, but like some of the stuff here is awkward when they put it in. Looks like a piece of metal has something pegged in it, but it doesn't. It's just a random hole. And it's like some of these things don't make sense to me with these custom these license companies. So yeah, that's just that looks like something pegs into it, but doesn't make no sense because there's no other pieces.
Would there be
unless
something like that goes in it?
No, unless there's the deluxe version, something pegs in that, but it's just a random piece of metal sticking from the ground.
Do you have the instruction book, right?
Yeah, I do, but you know how the instructions are. It just says these 3 pieces, but I don't see anything else, which is kind of odd. But it is what it is. So, Michael, I know you did this. Was there a key to open this side? Did it come with the key to? Because in the picture it shows like you can open this side, the side of his head. But you need like a key.
For what, like Allen wrench?
No, it's like very odd. See this? Okay, yeah, because I think you got to put a battery in there. There's a little button here, or does it come straight from the top?
I think Aiden cracked the code right here for Will. William needs images colored with crayons. I think that's
right.
Yeah,
that's
right.
right.
You do that. The big crayons too, right, Aiden? Like the big fat ones that like little kids have. Like the little ones are too small for them, so they get those big like freaking logs. I think that's what.
Because you guys said that the head lights up, right? Oh, this peg sucks. This peg is real tight. So that means this has to open up somehow, which it does tell me that there's some way to open it, but I'm missing something to open it. Looks like this.
Is Jimmy in the chat? He's the one that has this piece. Maybe
there it is. I got it. Here it goes.
Crayons. Aiden, crayons.
No, actually, yeah. So this piece that goes into the base is magnetic on the bottom. And let me show the head. Sorry, I forgot to get in there and show you guys. So
yeah, that was a big issue. I remember a lot of people had with the first images that came out in hand. The teeth were all kind of funky compared to
this goes right there somewhere, and it's not strong enough, but it's supposed to. There it goes. Opens up. And you put the battery. Yeah, so Michael's gonna put the batteries. Let me show you guys the rest of it. Let's get a good detail in there, and then we'll light it up. That's the other end. That's the button right there to turn it on. Okay.
I hate batteries with the head sculpts because the batteries drain like so quickly usually.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, that's why I like coming soon. I don't know when, but it's coming soon. That Dark Side on Throne. Put the head on the base, lights everything up.
Yep.
So I like the fact that
I like how you guys
did that.
How they did that because anime statues figured out ways to like light up with everything just on a base, and you plug it in. And like, I don't know why like comic companies and movie companies like Prime One and stuff, they haven't figured that out yet. I don't know what's going on. Like they just struggle with that. Like Queen Studios is horrible. They have like batteries with every little part. It's horrible. Ugh.
Yeah, I think it's batteries for the eyes.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that really annoyed me. Like you remember the Green Lantern and the Sinestro hair scales from a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Is that you had to use like it was a plug-in and 2 different types of batteries to light up all the different pieces and everything in that statue, which was I'm like, that's so dumb. It didn't even come with some of the types of batteries. I'm like, it's just like, come on, guys.
No, it's too much. It's too much. Like
the
gun.
Yeah. See, I like on there though. You can see on some different parts, just like a little bit of the paint with the weathering on and everything. So it still has kind of like it's out there in the devastation of the
Dildo
world.
blaster. That thing looks like a dildo.
I think there's like half the things in creation that could, if you relate it actually to like either a dildo or male genitalia, would be out there.
If you look at here, the weathering on the edges, some of the brushed metal here. So yeah, they do. They did get into detail.
I like they have just hand and everything as one piece.
Yeah, I just can't remember exactly if that's what it looked like in the future scene of Terminator 2.
It's like
if that's what the gun actually looked like.
Yeah, Hot Toys, they just put out their quote battle damage one of these guys a little while ago.
I haven't seen this in a while though. Lane and Will and Mike, like this is like a 10-second scene, right? In T2.
Well, this is probably one of the most famous. This specific pose, is well known for from Terminator 2. Like,
but it is like a 10-second scene, correct? Like it literally
where you see it. Yeah, it's basically the intro.
Yeah, it's just walking in it. Yeah, it crushes the skull, and it's just kind of doing its robot thing.
It crushes the skull, and it pans up, and it's in this pose when you see it.
See that? What I was getting at is that's like you can tell it's a poverty franchise. That like 10-second scene statue.
Oh, Marcos.
We guys didn't do it, man.
See, Marcos, you're now on your way to a judge putting you on a statue ban where you can only like collect K-pop Demon Hunters. For like the next 2 years.
So well,
that's your sentence.
He's on that K-pop Demon Hunter.
He's on a that.
My niece is obsessed.
That's his form of K-pop Demon Hunter collectible probation.
Need some light.
Or you can watch real peak stuff like One Piece and Kingdom. There we go. Everybody, do your homework. Kingdom and One Piece.
How are you feeling now that One Piece starting next year? So it's going to be seasonal.
I'm the happiest person alive. It's going to get Demon Slayer treatment. So I'm beyond excited. This is what I wanted for 10 years. So I'm happy. Very happy.
So we're trying to get these batteries in, but they're a freaking nightmare. They're little tiny small watch batteries. You got to put
I have to deal with that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the little watch ones. If you're wondering a reason why I never use light up functionality,
just throw it in there. Just so I can show them. So just so you guys know what we got to deal with here, and it's like every time we want to do something and make it quick, we struggle. So just so you guys can see.
If you're wondering why I never use light up functionality in any of my Hot Toys, and Michael, if you hate those batteries, you definitely won't in yours. Yeah,
look how fat my fingers are to get those batteries in that little tiny gap right there. Like seriously, like who does that? Prime One Studios.
Yeah.
Oh, Jojo, I asked him Marcos about that earlier for the shipping price, but he's getting from Spec Fiction. So
yeah, so I thought I paid a good penny for it, because it's not aftermarket, but after J&D sale when it sold out. So I paid $3,800 shipped though, so that's shipping price with it included.
Well, that was the price that they for other retailers that J&D said.
Exactly, and then so real quick though, so now. I think the retail was $28, and now everybody's paying $1,000 in shipping. I paid the same amount of price, so
is that the way the battery's supposed to go in?
So I'm not tripping, but I think J&D. If you want to talk about it more, J&D is 100% screwed over if you're buying direct from them. So that's BS, but it is what it is. J&D. What can we expect? They're not the friendliest company out there. That's why I have in my name J&D Appreciator. So. I'm one and done with this J&D piece. I'm one and done. You hear that?
I'm trying to turn on this head. We put new batteries in. The light's not working.
Oh no.
Right.
So you know how that goes.
Aiden, does he need a crayon explanation?
No, goddammit. It's just batteries. Son of a biscuit.
When I meet Will, he's just gonna punch me right in the face. Like, what do you mean? Straight up, just
like hi, Marcos, smack.
I go in for a hug, and then he hugs me.
I'm gonna do what was that movie where the guy answers the doorbell and the girl punches him in the nuts, and then
I was
why?
Gonna say more.
Like, why?
Well, I was gonna say I could see it be more like Dispatch, where Marcos is Robert Robertson III, and you're like Flambe after you find out, Marcos is, Mecha Man, and then you just you
Punch me in the face?
just like I have to punch him out once a month maybe, and that can get over your hatred.
What is that movie though? Well, I'm trying to think of it. I know what scene you're talking about.
Yeah. She's on her knees. He answers the door. He punches her. She punches him in the nuts, and he's like, "Why?" And he's like, "You know why," and then walks away. I can't remember, but that's what I'm gonna do to you when I see you.
Yeah, exactly. Good thing I
You'll
have
be like, "Why, Will?"
I got no nuts, so that's good.
I used to.
Yeah, but the light's not working, so I don't know if it's the light on the T800 or if it's the batteries. You got 2 more batteries.
Maybe you have to connect it to the statue. Maybe I don't know.
Well, the peg is magnetic.
Yeah,
the peg's magnetic, but it's tight as hell. But I wouldn't see why. You got batteries in it, so why would you need to tie it
I
into?
get your point, but you never know with Prime 1. They could be doing some funky shit.
Some funky shit. I mean, I'll try to, but the peg is so hard, and every time I come do an unboxing with Michael, the shit's like this, and then I get nervous
Because it's not your piece.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
It will be once I break it. So there it is. But I want to get this lighting work. Let me try to. God damn! I'm gonna have to get some sandpaper on this motherfucker.
Sand it down.
Yeah, it's there we go. Because there's still all the wiring and stuff that needs to tie into the head. Jesus Louises. There it goes. I'm gonna mess around with this a little bit more. I'm gonna put 2 new batteries in, another 2 new batteries. If it doesn't fit or work, then he might have to return it to Prime 1 because it's not working.
So
you know what I mean?
The delays it had, my God, it got delayed like 10 times. Ugh.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, this is what makes the piece, right?
The light up eyes.
Yeah. Yep. I put new batteries. All right. So Prime 1, we put 2 sets of brand new batteries. The lights don't work. All right. Unfortunately, sorry guys. These things do happen. I'm gonna leave that in there. Put this piece back on. I'm gonna put the head back on. Michael could deal with pulling it off later.
And it's 100% the correct batteries, though. Correct? Like the
Yes, 100%. Yep.
Gotcha.
We spent a fortune on batteries for this piece, and it doesn't work. So, and now just figuring out where the hell all this stuff goes. So there are certain.
Batteries are backwards. You know.
The batteries are not backwards.
Okay, maybe, I don't know. I'm throwing it out there.
Okay, let me double check here. But I don't have anything written in crayon on how the battery goes.
And we're screwed. Like we're absolutely screwed on this thing.
Like honestly, like how am I supposed to read what direction that battery's going in there? Because I can't see it. Look how tiny that is. Anybody can read that? No. But Marcos, you might have a point, so I'm gonna see if I can flip it.
It was JoJo. It wasn't me. It was JoJo.
Yeah, but JoJo didn't say nothing. He just stayed quiet. He just messaged you. You talked.
Whoa, JoJo, shut up, dude.
No, I appreciate you, JoJo. Don't listen to Marcos. Just fucking around.
I'm just enjoying the show because.
See if I can get that in there.
So Michael, are you considering? You just dropped it on the floor or something there. Keep the dog was right behind you there, so it looked like something fell. So make sure.
No, it did. The battery did fall because it's very hard to stick a goddamn finger in there.
Okay, I just didn't want to hit on the floor where the dog might try and swallow it or something. That was.
No, that's okay. Those types of dogs look
protein for them. Yeah, battery.
Yeah.
Battery acid. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Very good.
Makes their poop light up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They become like an anime character at that point,
So, Michael, as you're seeing here, if you thought you may have to look about trying to upgrade your statue unboxer, if we keep going with this.
And you guys said this would be quick.
Yeah, I didn't say it was going to be quick. I thought that was the one that was going to take you longer.
No, Lane said this should be easy peasy women's.
Yeah, I did not say easy peasy.
It's going to be real fast, guys.
He said Jimmy took a long time because it's Jimmy and he struggles with statues.
Jimmy took a bit to do it, is what I said. And I was, I've seen William box like 50 statues, so I expected, maybe a slight bit more battery precision. But,
How many batteries have I put in a piece, Lane? Like 2 pieces.
Yeah. He's making up stuff again, just like with the Superman shit. He's making up stuff again. Like,
battery.
battery.
He's done it 2 or 3 times.
It's true.
So battery precision. I don't see how that changes. He's done it multiple times, even if it's just twice.
So not working.
Marcos, I hate you, but it did work. I put it in
Oh,
backwards.
JoJo, crayons.
That's the most asinine way to put the battery, but it worked that way.
Oh god.
All right, let me kill this. Let me kill this
don't-
light here.
Yeah, but I was gonna say don't leave those on for too long because they'll probably start dying.
Dying out within like 20 seconds. Yeah. But no, so JoJo, good call.
Dude, that looks great.
Aiden, and also Aiden, great call too with the crayons, so
That is
Well, there wasn't, but you know what? I'm not at home. I had Michael. Michael helped me out, so no crayons needed. So let me put this back on here.
That looks amazing. Oh, dude, that looks so cool.
It looks great right now with the lights off, like how it is, and like the slight lighting and the cool lighting. It's really good.
Oh, I love that. Michael and William, what Jimmy ended up doing for his, and this is apparently what Mr. Kiefer did too, because they got the deluxes, but they didn't really like with the dual blaster how high it would block most of the view of the head sculpt. So, and they had this, second head sculpt with I think it was more human teeth or something, like the brownish looking teeth.
Yeah.
So what they did was on the base there, they put the head sculpt for the other Terminator and like the secondary blaster hand like on the base. So it was like positioned below where the leg would be, like they were a destroyed Terminator. And that actually looked amazing.
So, like I'm
Alan
trying to.
And Jimmy don't know what they're doing, Lane. And no one listened to those two guys. They're amateurs, all right. I'm kidding.
Yeah, tell them, Marcos. How many did they unbox last year? Tell them.
If you can see right now the utterly confused expression I had on my face as I was looking into Marcos, like, what is Marcos banged his head and got a concussion as well today?
I'm on like 5 hours of sleep right now. Okay, so yes, I'm basically concussed. Okay, but I was
like
not,
if it isn't Marcos on lack of sleep, it's him drunk. One or two.
It's a fucking nightmare usually. But I'm definitely not wrong on the Terminator being overrated, the whole series. So I'm right on that. I'm right on everything. Always. I'm always right.
I'm trying to figure out the rest of these. So these other hoses that tie in, there's so many of them. I'm just trying to figure out.
Go in the neck area and the head area.
Yeah, there's like two that go.
They're not color coded.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so that one I found out. That's there.
That shit.
This one right here looks like it goes back there. Okay. And then you got two more. I'm trying to find these back ones. There's two more sets here, so it'll give me a hot second. Don't forget. Looks like it goes right under the head. Oh, yep, there it is. Let's get this in. That one goes there. That one goes there. Okay. All right, he is fully connected. And there you go. Yeah, let me just rotate it a little bit. I got this 55. Michael has his 55 inches. It's 55, so it's bringing a lot of light this way. So if I wanted you guys to see the eyes, but you could see the eyes pretty much.
Yeah.
But so it really depends on how you want. Obviously, you want to display them like this. This is the classic look from the movie. He is completely together. You guys want me to do the review like this? Should I just turn the lights on and then maybe we can get something a little closer, better? I mean, I'm a little iffy about moving.
Maybe if you can move the camera right now and keep the lights off, I think they'll work pretty well.
This is a man. I don't know if I can move.
No, you can't. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I hate to move the camera because I'm gonna unscrew it and then bring it over because I'm using a different camera. So, and the last time I touched the wiring, it shut the whole stream off. So,
you're good then. I think it looks.
But
good.
I mean, obviously, we could tell everything we could see. I got the close-ups of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this piece a 9 for a rating. I love Terminator. Terminator 2 is my favorite. I just think that the metal pieces that are laying here are unnecessary. I don't think you need, the channel, the eye channel, some pipes sticking out here, and then using another piece of metal for the magnet for the head. I think it's unnecessary for the base because the base is good as is. It's got a bicycle tire in there. It's got all kinds of other debris inside of it. Jimmy from Godlike was correct. The base looks really, really good. It does give you the movie feel with all the dust and everything when he's walking around at night. The paint job is excellent on the base.
Flat up.
And also excellent on the exoskeleton himself. I do like the eyes when they're lit up when we finally figure out how to put the damn batteries in. And everything else tied into it. I love all the mechanicals. The paint job on the exoskeleton as well is good because, like Lane said earlier, with all the dust, debris, like he was in battle. Even on the feet, looks like it was a little bit more dirtier than everywhere else, which is correct. There is a little seam line on the rocks and stuff that are sculpted to the feet on the base, but it's not something you'll see from a distance or inside of a module case, because he's got some module cases here on the side. He might be putting them in. Who knows? It should fit. Looks like it would fit. I did get a tape measure this time. I know Freddie hates us. That's why he's not on stream. So every time he comes on stream, I'm not going to bring the tape measure. But when he's off, I'll bring the tape measure. So he's about 29 inches tall. Depth of the base. The base is about 16. 16 by
14 first. It's 14.
16 by 13 and a half. The gun does stick out at an angle, so maybe, I don't know, might be about 14 with the pistol sticking out, and then this way a little bit further, maybe 18. So you got to be real careful when you're displaying it because this does stick out if you're going to do it in a module case. So just be mindful of that. The paint job on the gun is good, but I expect it to be a little bit better since it's more of a futuristic kind of deal. They did do some weathering on it and stuff. The light's off, so I can't really tell 100%. But there is some weathering, some battle damage on the gun. But other than that, for what it is, it looks good. So I give it a 9. I do like this piece. Like I said, I love the movie. Part 2 is my favorite. So that's it. I think it's fantastic piece, and for those that are collecting Terminator stuff, man, this is a must-have. It's really good.
Real quick, Jojo said 0.5 higher score, so it should be a 90.5 because of user malfunction. So he's saying you got to give it a higher grade because of your mistakes, obviously. And also, we have a legend in the chat, Graded HQ, man. Thanks for joining the show, man. Have you ever checked out his channel?
I don't believe so.
You should look it up after the show. He does these unboxings. It's very high quality. It reminds me of my favorite production company called Brazzers. It's very high quality. So
I know that group, and that group's got great quality.
Graded. You're my favorite production company. You're right there with them. So
right next to Brazzers. Yeah, I'll check them out for sure. Thank you very much for joining ASV Collectibles and hanging out with us.
There's a lot of LBS unboxings.
Okay, great.
No, they look really great.
I mean, maybe it's competition. I do a lot of XM. I know there's a battle going on there.
Whoa.
It's like Tupac and Biggie, It's like Tupac and Biggie. I'm sorry.
At least there's one person in chat that got my greatness.
Right? No, for sure.
And obviously Will did. Lane's a good boy at heart, so he didn't get it. Or if he did, he don't know. But Grant, thank you very much for jumping on here. I really appreciate new people jumping on the stream and checking us out, man. We're here to have fun and have a good time. We're always here talking crap, and it's open source. So if you want to put something on the chat, ask any questions, you want me to get close up, I might be able to just bring this. Let's do this. It's probably 20 pounds at most.
Yeah, let me get them in. Oh shit, the wire.
What did you even say?
Mike's like, okay, we're going to just tear out my socket.
There you go. We're a little bit closer. I couldn't bring the camera close, but I brought him close. I was like, just bring him closer. I'll probably do the same thing with Iceman. I'll just keep him close. This camera, for some reason, films further, and my other camera, actually, I could get a little bit closer. So
you got to get that graded HQ production quality. That's what you got to get,
Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade for sure. But I will check out your page, Grant. I will subscribe to your channel and see what you got going on, man. I love seeing other people's work, and I've had other YouTubers on the stream as well. So really appreciate that.
Come on, man. Hit us up.
Yeah, come on. And if you like to join my panel, man, you're more than welcome to as well.
Okay.
We'll send you a link. You know, you can jump on now. I don't care. Let's have a
Aiden's
good time.
being lame here now. Aiden's being lame.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's it. Marcos, your take on this piece?
So outside of it being the most overrated franchise next to Alien.
Oh God.
just stop.
Okay, so the base is the best part, I think. Like the light up feature, I like for some reason people don't like nameplates on bases. I do. Like I like the character name on it, or like the movie name, like the Predator.
But that's because you're an anime collector. That's why.
Exactly. That's probably why I do like it. But so I do like the T2 on it. It's a very clean look. Obviously, with the T2, they did it matches the base perfectly. The skulls and the dust look, like you said, like it's not just one tone of gray. It's very multicolored. There's dark grays, kind of blackish, light grays.
Yep.
Skulls. A lot of detail in that. My biggest issue with this piece is like the fact that the endoskeleton is like 1 pound, so it makes it feel cheap. The teeth on it. I remember this was a big deal when the first in-hand pictures came out. The teeth look so bad. Like there's like a gap in between the front 2 teeth. Like compared to the
this one's not too bad actually. It doesn't have a big gap in between the teeth.
But compared to the production, it's like from at least the pictures I've seen, they look completely different. So that was my big issue with this. I can't tell 100% how detailed it is on the chrome and the metal and the weather. You said it's very good. Jimmy said it's very good as well. Alan Kiefer said it's very good. So I'll take the word from y'all about that. So for me, I'll give it a 8.9. So it's a good piece though. It's just not something I would collect, but I think it's a very good piece. But yeah, so 8.9 for me. A lot of good qualities. The base is definitely the best part, though, 100%.
Yeah, and it's heavy as hell, man. That base has got to be like 30 pounds. It's a very heavy base. Yeah. Lane, what do you think, man?
I love this piece. I think it's I love the light up feature on the base and for the eyes, even though button cell batteries suck in general. I love as you were talking about, just the base and everything, with how it mostly matches up with like the actual scene. If you see it, from the Future War, after I watched Jimmy's review, his unboxing of this one a little while ago, I went back and like found the opening scene, the Future War, to see like this scene when this crushes the skull and everything. I think this is this is where I think Jane, where I feel like recreating that kind of stuff and everything, Primal is fantastic at. I think they nailed the look. I mean, I just think this piece is awesome. I love the endoskeletons. If I had gotten this one, I probably would have got the less one because I prefer the double blaster look myself.
Yeah.
I think the weapons are cool. Except I know if I got that, I would be driven insane with how high the second arm blaster is and everything. It would made me absolutely crazy. Unless you have him up on like a high area or low, lower on a shelf.
Bring him down low.
Yeah. But obviously he's like a 29.5 or 30 inch.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So that makes that very difficult. And you don't really want this guy on the bottom. This is like you can get this guy if this is I would say something like, the T800 or something would probably be more like the centerpiece. Like we've seen like some of those life-size busts and stuff that have come out.
Sure.
If you are more of a robotic collector or, this guy for a third scale statue, I think that this guy could be your centerpiece. Like if you have some smaller size Terminator collection, this guy is like a perfect, because he's also not going to be $2,800 or $5,000 or something like that.
Right.
I love the paintwork on it. I'm probably for this one, I'm probably like a 9 out of 10, 9.0.
Okay. Yeah.
I really like it. I think Prime One did all the things they needed to do for this piece. Be really good. And if like you find, I think this guy is pretty much sold out most places.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you can just find the regular edition, this is kind of the iconic look, the pose from Terminator 2 for the endoskeleton by itself. You know, so I'm really happy. Except this just makes me seeing this guy just makes me wonder. Okay, now what's going to happen with the rest of this line with the, you know, because they were being co-produced with Blitzway, since we haven't heard anything, you know, anything about what's happening with that relationship. All the pieces besides this one, because this one was made just by Prime One, have like a Q1 to Q6 2026 release date now. If you like looking at so if we only get this piece, it's a great piece to have, but I can also feel where if you have it and you have on pre-order some of those other pieces, it makes things sting a lot worse because you just have so much uncertainty. I know, like, I think I asked the other day if Batman Statue Collector had heard back because he had done some inquiries about like some of the co-pieces and had not gotten a response, at least earlier this past week.
There's no way they don't come out with those pieces, though. This is a Blitzway issue, obviously, but there's no way Prime One cancels the project this deep in, you know? So there's no way.
Never say never for anything.
There's absolutely no way. There's no way with Prime One.
Marcus, I never say. I think the likelihood would be remote, but then because that creates a whole bunch of other problems. But Prime One has canceled pieces before.
Yeah, no, but they've never canceled it this deep in, Lane. Like they've canceled it with a 6-month period, no one pre-orders. That's what they canceled.
I understand that, but there are other things that could be
obviously, you know.
Now you could point out though, like they managed to, despite the issues, like they did still put up for pre-order, like the what do you call it? The what's the robot chick girl from the horror movie? Megan.
Megan, yeah.
Yeah, so Megan, got that Megan and everything that was supposed to be made by that company that the owner like ran off with money or something like that, when it just suddenly out of business. So overall, great piece. Mike, I think you made an excellent choice deciding to get this one.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a very nice piece.
Yeah, Michael's rating is very nice.
Mike, what is the rating? I was about to ask, what is the rating?
Looks great. Very nice. What's going to be very nice is us trying to put it somewhere. So that's a piece.
Yeah, real quick though. I think this is a piece you kind of brought up earlier before you unboxed it. This is a piece I don't think you need to get the exclusive deluxe type thing. I think like Lane said, Jimmy and them are having the gun on the base and an extra portrait on the base. Like this is not a piece you really need the deluxe.
No. I think you just stick with the classic look.
Yeah,
it's great that they gave you extra stuff, whatever. But
I don't know how much more it is, like the deluxe versus the like collector's edition. But I just
you know, look, let me tell you, the license companies and manufacturers, it's like, okay, this was, let's say, X amount. Stop spinning. Hold on a second. It's X amount. Let's say it's 1,500 or whatever, and then they add the gun. They add an extra 500. Polystone don't cost an extra 500 for a little piece this big.
Not a chance.
You know what I mean? So it's just more of let's give you a little bit and charge you a lot more, and then they just gouge you on shipping. So I love Prime One. Don't get me wrong. I have 3 of their pieces, but they're a little bit insane with the shipping. Yeah, it might be from Japan and everything like that, and maybe it's a little bit more now with the tariffs and all that stuff, but still it's kind of insane. So if you're just very nostalgic, you like this character or you just love this part of the movie, just get the regular, you know. But if you have money, just buy the deluxe. Like buy whatever the hell you like to buy. Like doesn't really matter, just preference from each person. Michael likes the regular. Ooh. You know, he likes the regular from Gandalf as well when I did the unboxing for Gandalf the Great. You know, so it's like it wasn't necessary the deluxe for him.
And Aiden brought up their point. We need the Brazzers edition of this piece. The Brazzers edition.
We do, and I'm pretty sure my rating would be a 10.
Yeah,
it was
10.
It was Brazzers.
6,
so I'm gonna click the lights back on. I'm gonna get everything going. Michael and I are gonna put this somewhere, and then we'll jump right into Iceman. So if you guys have some stuff you want to chat about, let's just go ahead and keep the show going and keep it entertaining.
Yeah.
Okay.
For
Well, we'll
everybody that's
just
here.
say a couple things. So, I don't know if we have any things this week. Infinity put up for pre-order the if you guys follow the Lord of the Rings, the half-scale Galadriel went up for pre-order.
Yeah.
Not exactly the first character I would think of necessarily, but talk about like getting likenesses and looks and everything. They nailed Galadriel's live action look.
Well, the thing is, this is like the 8th piece in the line, or maybe 7th
Yeah.
piece. So it's not like it's like the first character they come out.
Yeah. No, I think
Deep in
I know. I would have probably said like Saruman or
yeah, Saruman was great. But they're coming out with a bus, remember Saruman? So they probably want to enter Google sales. I think maybe like a Eldon would have been better, but obviously females sell though, you know. So
yeah, I think it's a fantastic piece. The real Lord of the Rings piece I want to just see right now is I want to see Treebeard from Prime One that they did.
It's like I hate the Infinity Line lane because I wish all these pieces were 1/3 because I would have gone all in if it was 1/3.
1/3 or 1/4, like either or would have been fantastic.
I know for me selfishly 1/3, but like half scale, it's just a scale.
It's a weird scale. I mean, do you want? So do you want a Galadriel that is like going to be is going to be like a few inches shorter than the 3rd scale Sauron?
Yeah.
Like even though I know she had some pretty bully moments in The Hobbit.
Lane, real quick, can you guys see the pictures? I don't know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
That is good.
Dude, look at that. That is dead on.
I think they nailed that. They nailed that for sure.
For sure.
Not the other one, but that one they nailed it. I'm impressed with that.
No, it's really
not
good.
The Liv Tyler one. Not the Liv Tyler one. The other one.
You're thinking JD. You're thinking JD.
Yeah, no, that's R1 from JD.
Infinity.
Yeah, it's R1. Yeah.
Yeah. This one though, Infinity, I give them a lot of credit. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I feel glad they're doing this character because it's not one thing that's nice about it. She is not someone that has had a ton of, it's not like the Witch King where we had like 5 or 6 different versions of him within like 2 years, where it was just like, it was almost too much. Or Ledger Joker, we've had like 15 different companies made 15 different versions where it's like, you feel the overexposure in the specific genre.
Hold up, Lane. So this is 52 deep, and then 43. Oh, centimeters.
Centimeters, buddy.
That tripped me out right there. I was like, "What the hell?"
It's big.
Yeah,
it's big, but it's. I mean, she's not tall.
No. Well, she actually is like for a female, she's tall.
Yeah. But
like 6'9", bro. Like she's huge.
Because Prime One wants to be cheap. That's why they don't want to do straps.
Oh, and then I think they killed it prototype wise. Denise has some issues with in hands with the half scale lines.
Yeah.
Not bad or anything. Also, real quick, Melvin said congrats on this piece. I had it, but still not really a fan of the material they use it endo. Same here, Mel. That's like my biggest issue with the whole piece. I don't know.
Yeah.
They made it super cheap, I felt like. Bad. This Galadriel will no way near the quality we see. That's what I'm saying. So the Infinity, they have a big drop with the half scale line.
Yeah. I think if I remember, I didn't really care for like the Gandalf and everything.
The Gandalf was pretty bad in hand. The prototype looked great. The in hand looked a little.
Ooh, Iceman.
So there's
Do you know when
put me
that
on the
one
big
came
screen
out?
there, Marcos?
Yeah, my bad.
When did the Iceman come out?
You may have to do it. My screen's my StreamYard's kind of trippy right now.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, this app is horrible right now, dude. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what they did to update it, but
their update screwed it up very badly.
Okay, now I'm back. But
okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Then Will just goes to the wrong one. Like, come on, dude.
I don't. There you go.
God,
Don't yell at me.
Where are the crayons when you need them, right?
Man, Marco's being abusive to our host.
I know, right? I'm already
So
being
when-
abused here by doing this stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's being taking advantage of his unboxing habit here instead of getting Mike getting him help.
Wait, whoa,
You know,
whoa,
he's
whoa.
just taking advantage of it.
This is the XM. I thought it was a custom piece. This is the XM piece.
No, XM
No, it's
piece.
the X-
When did this one come out? Year wise, is it an older X-Men piece?
It is.
Yeah,
assume
this is
so.
one of the OG ones. I just don't know. I don't think there's a date on this.
2014, 2015.
No, I think it
2016.
was earlier. I think it's the same time I think Dark Phoenix came out and all those other ones. At 2018.
That's what I'm saying. I think 18 was it. And then Cypher, we will hear. I guess after this piece, probably we're talking about J&D Joker for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the round
also
base
for you guys-
versus the
Yeah, square.
square base.
Also, when we get the chance, we're gonna. I've already shared it. I don't know if I shared it publicly or not, but we'll share it publicly today. I have the official prototype images of Evil Supergirl classic version and dark suit version. So I will be sharing that in a little bit. Once we finish this, we'll jump on my screen. I'll do a screen share and show you guys. There are some things that'll be changed on it. So like the blue on her outfit will be bluer. We're gonna add 3 more. They're gonna add 3 more shades of yellow to the hair because the hair doesn't look like blondish, real blondish with the details. So the commissioner of this group is like very specific about the paint, which is good. That's how you should be. So they're gonna make some changes to that. Let me go ahead and go through this.
Will, do you want to say that for the very end so people can anticipate the reveal?
Yeah, for sure. Hold on 1 second. Michael left the dog in here and it's crying. There you go, buddy.
You dog abuser.
He's just abandoned. He just abandoned his dog with me. His dog's like, who the hell is this freaking white boy?
This sweaty, disgusting.
I gotta get into sumo stance to get this thing out. Okay.
How big the box though? How big is the box?
The box?
Yeah,
The size of the box. Now you made me get out of sumo just so I could freaking get you a measurement of the box. So box is.
I just meant like how big. Like, is it big or small? That's all I wanted.
It's 31 by 40.
Okay, that's
31 by 40 by 12, and it weighs like a gazillion pounds.
Because it's that XM box, with the side little.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly rather them had stacked it and did 2 layers instead of just massive box in one piece. So it's a little difficult to get in there and try to pull certain pieces out.
And also,
base
guys, earlier, Will is very weak too. So
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been 6 months. I haven't been in the gym, so
yeah.
So here's this. Okay, let me get it a little bit closer for you guys. Let's
Not a
see
heavy
here.
race though.
150 out of 420. It's not too bad.
420. Damn, all right.
Yeah.
BJ. What is that? Like, what is that supposed to be? A Sentinel?
It's a Sentinel. Yeah.
God, Sentinel and
Sentinel base is an X-Men go
the what's called the Danger Room. That's all they got in X-Men.
Yeah.
It sucks, but it's true.
Danger Room and Sentinel combined. Gosh.
Oh God, it's both. We just get a little creative with the pieces now. Like, come on, guys. Like, stop being boring. Shit.
But I mean, this is an older piece, and it was like a lineup with everybody.
So it probably was great, but nowadays I'm over it. If that makes sense, I'm just over the Sentinel and Danger Room.
You and me both, buddy. You and me both.
My God.
What else? It wasn't that heavy, but because the table's offset of the camera, I gotta lean over and show it. I gotta do one of these, and it gets you right there. So yeah, that's the base. Fairly heavy. I'd say maybe 25 pounds or so. I don't know. I know there's some smaller pieces in here. I can see a bunch of them. I don't really know how. They only just gave me a picture. They didn't really do like prime one, stick this piece here and there. So you got like a rock. This is interesting. You got a couple of ice took place on top of the big ice. So I'll grab the big ice first. But it looks like there's like a butterfly nut that I got to screw onto something. So that's interesting. So yeah, let's take a look at that. That's pretty interesting.
That's the great thing about why Deadpool is so much better than everybody else is in X-Men because his bases don't have sentinels in Danger Zone.
Really, and then that's the reason. That's what you came up with.
It's actually for him. We get very creative, bases with Deadpool. We do. You got to agree with that at least.
I don't really find Deadpool bases very appealing.
What are you talking about?
So,
the moped one is good from Sideshow. I'm looking right now, and then the XM one, it's like on a Ferris wheel type thing. So
I do love the application on this ice. I don't know if you guys can tell it, but there's the color of the center of the ice, and then it gets colder at the ends. There's like some dry brushing of lighter white. I don't know if you can see it right here. So they didn't just do it one clear resin. They kind of foggied it up a little bit and add some extra stuff down there at the bottom. I'm not sure what that is.
With ice, I like my ice more like the was that Prime One Superman drone piece? That ice like that, or the recent Superman and the corn sweat one. I like that clear ice. The clear blue ice versus like white. So
yeah, but I think that's more like an Arctic, and Iceman is just creating his own, right?
Sure.
So I do love the way this looks. I see a couple pegs here, maybe for what I was thinking of earlier.
This is very for a licensed piece. It looks like a custom. But you know how ambitious it
does.
Is? Yeah,
it does. Okay, the only thing I hate about this right now is one center peg. You got to try to find and get it in there. Oh, there it goes. There it is. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
That's easy.
Did not like that at all. It reminds me of that Wolverine on Throne I did, where it's one tiny peg like this, and you got this big block, and you're gonna try to finicky. So that should have been more of a square peg to fit in there. The positive thing is that it covers most of the Sentinel base. So was it really necessary to have the Sentinel base on there? I don't think so, but that's just my opinion. But it looks dope. It looks dope. I do like how it's swirling up like that, like causing a wave. Yeah. I do have a good friend of mine, tends to watch the show from time to time. He has a custom one you were talking about, and where he's like shooting the ice down like this. That was a cool piece too. Hopefully I get to see that in person one day. But from what I'm looking at right now, man, I'm really happy with this. It looks good. All right, let's see what else I got here. Normally I take pictures of how I unbox this, and now I screwed up because there's foam everywhere, and I don't even know how it goes. And I got to take this back home. Jesus.
Way to go,
yours is a tale of suffering and woe, man.
Yes, it is. Okay, so here's this is interesting. Okay, so here's another piece of ice. It's got two metal pegs there. Let me lighten this. Let me kill that light a little bit. There we go. So
it's fine.
I'm trying to think on where this. Okay, so this right here, I'm assuming Iceman goes in. There's a peg, and this covers the hole on the back side. I don't know if you guys could see that. See that? The two pegs on the back side, the magnets right here?
Not really. But I know what you're saying. I saw it when you kind of up close. I know what you're
so this will cover that hole right there. So I don't know if you guys saw that. I can't tell. I'll pull that off, and it covers that hole right there. So I'm going to leave that out because it did come with a butterfly nut. So I'm assuming I'm screwing this guy in. So I'm going to take a look at what other pieces I have laying around here before I jump to him. Okay, there's another piece of ice. All right, get that going there. Sorry, guys, hand. I think that's it. Wait a minute, what is this? What is this?
A lot of pieces with this piece, huh?
Yeah, there are a good amount of small pieces. I think this is a piece of ice that shoots out of his hand. Yeah, that's what that is. It's one of the pieces. So this has got a peg somewhere. I'm not sure. We'll find out. So there's that. So let me rotate this, see where it goes. This one fits. Does it fit there? Looks like this fits right here, but it's a little bit of pain in the ass to put it in. Looks like the metal peg is bent and it's not fitting in like it should. So let me see if there's another piece. Here's some more. Yep, here's one more smaller piece, which goes on the next one. Yep, that's what it looks like. There we go. I just don't understand why they do this with these pieces. I mean, I don't know why it's necessary. I'm assuming when the sculptor sculpted this, he made like little chunks of ice everywhere. And for the factory to be able to mold this, they had to cut it and make it little pegs. I think when the sculptors are doing several types of work like this, to avoid these little pieces, because you know engineering is going to want to cut it, and then you got all these little extra pieces everywhere. This looks like it's bent, and it's not pegging in correctly into the spot, unless I got it in backwards, but it doesn't look like it. It's supposed to go like this. Yeah, I end up breaking that. So I'm not gonna force it in, but it sure does look like it's bent. If I had some pliers, I'll rebend that, but it's not pegging in correctly. That iceberg piece, this one here. Let's looks like I'm might be missing something, but let's go ahead and get Iceman out, and we'll check some of these other pieces. Okay, there he is. He's not too heavy. Iceman's actually fairly light. The paint application is okay, but there's one thing I don't like about it. They painted it, but I can totally see it. So here he is. Let's get real close there. Let's take a look at his portrait. Not too bad. Take a look at his chest. Let me come around here. I do like his white eyes. That looks good. For him being Iceman, you can see where the muscles would be. He's got his shorts. I'm going to tell you, once I get around here, I'll show you guys what is bothering me. That doesn't look bad. Here's what's bothering me. I don't know if you guys could tell. Probably not. If you follow that peg, you'll see that rod sticking through his leg. It's exactly, I don't know if you see that. See it right here? All the way up right there through the calf. They did paint the peg so they could kind of hide it. You're not going to see it from far away, but from up close, I could totally tell that's the rod sticking through there. Same thing with this other one. Might be kind of hard for you to see, but it's there. So let's see here. He's here this way. So he pegs here in this corner. There he goes. And then this is kind of the tricky part. You got to hold him and then put that butterfly nut that we talked about. I got to screw that butterfly nut in there. Sorry about that. There we go. So they don't give you much room for the fingers to come in with this butterfly nut. Let's see. There we go. Okay.
Stop saying that, man. Stop saying that.
Yeah.
So this, I do love this because you can make sure he's nice and tight and you don't have to worry too much about the leaning issue.
Oh, man.
Nice and tight. So he's got a lean.
Weird application to keep him in there.
Yeah, but at least it's secured some way, right? You get the little wire nut. It's hard to get the finger in there and like get it really tight, but based off how the bars are going through the legs of the pegs, you're not gonna have leaning issues with this guy. And I'm not a big fan of characters leaning. I've talked about this before in the past, but the way they bolt this on, I like that because that gives them more sense of security. So whoever engineered that, kudos to you. I do like that. So, and I understand the rod's going through, but I can see them. I can see the rods through there. So that's kind of a little bit annoying. I like the fact that they painted it, but it's still a little bit annoying. Let's grab one of the arms.
Real quick, Will, are you more Avengers or X-Men? X-Men.
I'm more X-Men.
Okay, gotcha.
I do like the Avengers, and I did read the Avengers as a kid, but X-Men 97 and all that, that's where it really got me. Oh, there's
everybody in the chat, if you're watching, let me know, Avengers or X-Men. What do you guys like?
Brazzers.
Yeah, Brazzers, obviously, yeah. That's my second. That's my Bang Bus. That was another good one back in the day, you know?
Bang Bust. Bang Bust.
Lane knows Bang Bus. There we go. Bang Bus.
He said Bang Bust. Everybody knows Bang Bust.
Everybody does, baby. Classic.
What was the other one? Ex-girlfriend?
There's a lot of them. Wife Next Door. You know, I know too many.
So there's the other hand. And this hand has the ability, so there's a peg right there.
I can see that too, like you're saying. I can see it.
Peg on the other side.
Yeah, you see that right there? I can see that little black spot where I'm guessing the magnet's in.
Yeah, it's the magnet right there.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah, so I'm trying to find the rest of the pieces because I got one hand here, which I'm not quite sure which goes where because it doesn't tell you. Maybe that goes there. I don't know. Maybe like this. No, it's gonna be like Jesus. Luckily, this is my
April, who's better than Aiden, obviously. April said Avengers.
Correct.
I'm kind of with you, April. I'm kind of with you on that, Avengers. What do we consider Spider-Man, though? Is he Fantastic Four or is he Avengers?
Spider-Man?
Lane, you're the big comic guy. What would you consider Spider-Man? If Lane's there, I guess, doesn't like us no more.
Yeah, he kind of.
What was that?
Spider-Man, what would you consider him? Is he an Avenger or more Fantastic Four?
Which one?
Spider-Man.
Oh. Honestly, I never thought of him as either. I just think him as a Spider-Man.
Yeah, so he's just solo towards everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends when you talk about. Like, if you're talking, like, historically, I would probably put him more with the Fantastic Four because of his relationship with, like,
Johnny.
Even, like, Johnny Storm, he was part of the Future Foundation. I know he's been more modern when they, and I mean, quote, modern, last 10 or 15 years. Right. When they would try and have him with the Avengers because they tried to have him, Wolverine, like some of the most popular and well-known characters all on the Avengers at the same time.
I remember Wolverine had a little instance with the X-Men versus Avengers thing. Like he was like kind of switching between teams. Yeah.
Yeah. They had Storm join the Avengers for a very, very short period of time because they decided let's have her join the thing and then do X-Men versus Avengers like 4 months later.
Yep.
Even though she's on the Avengers now.
But so you say Spider-Man's more Fantastic Four, probably?
I guess I would lean him maybe just slightly, but I just think he's a solo character. I mean, there's a Spider-Man block of comics, for Spider-Man adjacent characters you get now and everything. So he's kind of his own thing, basically, and he always has kind of been. But I would probably put, if you're going to say temporary member or something, even though he is still a backup Avenger, I think, to this day, that I would put him more with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, same here. I'm with you.
But I mean, but there's been in the last few years historically crossover like Iron Man. Iron Man, which is obviously we always think more of Avenger.
Yeah,
but during the end of Krakoa era for like a year and a half, his series, he was basically directly tied with the X-Men, obviously married to Emma Frost and everything too.
I forgot about that. My gosh. Yeah.
Yep. They just, in Age of Revelation, they both, that Iron and Frost miniseries, they both died in it. And it was really sad. Then I remembered, oh, wait a minute, this series doesn't matter because this is like an Age of Apocalypse knockoff that doesn't actually matter. I really like that. I like how I like this Iceman, but also, man, it is really hard to kind of make him out.
So, depth-wise, he's like, I would say, I mean, if I go straight across, he's probably like 24 inches depth, which on a muscle shelf, that's like maxed out. So that's really challenging to display because you have to display them sideways.
Yeah.
If you display them the other way, which is, let me see, it's about 18 inches wide. You don't take too much space on like a module case or something like that. But you have it's since he's attacking, he's kind of forward. You want to display him kind of like my Hawkeye from my Avengers Maxim Studios. Same thing, right? He's sideways, so it's more depth than width. So width here is not too bad. Like I said, what is it? 18, 16, 17, 18, around there. But yeah, for sure, 24 inches. About 24 inches. And then the height, I mean, if you count him shooting that's about 21 inches tall. Up to his head is about 20, 18 and a half. It's because his ice energy, this part right here, sticks up a little bit further. But other than that, few things engineering-wise. Like I said, this Marco Shooter gun, there's this peg right here that's bent, so I got to try to bend it back without breaking it so it pegs in all the way. I do like the fact that you can use a nut on the back to hold them in place so he doesn't fall over or having any peg issues. I'm not a big dynamic person. I like more museum stuff, but it makes sense for Iceman to be dynamic in his pose or anything. Now, there have been some fan art, custom Iceman out there that are museum. There's one that he's kind of like standing like this floating, things like that. Great piece. I personally didn't care much for it. That's why I didn't get it. So I'm going to give this piece, I'm going to give it an 8. And because there are a few things that I'm unhappy with when I see it. One, I already mentioned those pegs on the legs. I understand they need to be there. And I love that they colored it the same way they put the blues in, but I can still see it. The other thing is some of the unnecessary ice that's on there that's not pegging in properly. Don't think it needed to be there also. And his ability on his wrist, they didn't color the pegs, so it looks kind of yellow. Like you could see everything in there, and it looks very yellowish.
They're dirty.
Like, let me see if I can get in closer here so you guys take a look, see what I'm talking about. So you see that?
Yeah.
The pegs on each side. You see that? They should have painted that inside blue as well. Look.
Hey, Liddy can see it, right? Yeah, it's pretty bad.
See it right there?
That's the only issue I see with this piece is like that. You can see the magnets. You can see,
when you have, for like the backside of the hand, you can see the magnet. So that's why I kind of lowered the rating on it a little bit. So it's not a terrible piece. It's a great piece. I do like the way they applied most of the color to it. So it's a little clear. Got a little glacier blue in it. I like his wave ice that he's on.
Flow looks great.
Yeah, sure. Correct. And so, they added some really highlighted whites in there, gave it a lot of contrast, but some of those pieces are unnecessary and they skipped on coloring it. They try to blend most of it, but they didn't blend all of it. And it's like, you should blend all of it so you don't have these issues. But in hindsight, they're probably thinking, well, it's going to be in a big old display. People get close. They might not see these flaws. I love the portrait. I love the white eyes. Looks great. I could have done without the Sentinel. It makes sense, but it's like Sentinel Danger Room. The paint application on the Sentinel is actually really good.
Yes.
The only thing that throws me off is the paint application on the Sentinel is very flat. It's like very dusty. And it's like you're in a danger room. Obviously, there's no dust in a danger room. There's no battle. And he's ice, so it's water. It's cleaning everything off. So I would have liked to see more, shine to the metal on the Sentinel, if that makes sense. I think the back part of this, I think they're turbines. They should have just colored it with that blue to make it look like it's lit up, like it's dying down or lit up. I think that little added extra would have been great. So for what it is, it's not too bad, the paint, and that's why I just given it an 8. Just some of those small little flaws I see. Not very picky about it, but good enough. You don't see too many Icemen out there, except for that fan art that some of these guys have that they consider a grail of the Icemen. So.
Right. I say like that everybody kind of knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walton. Yeah, this is my piece. So this one's coming home with me, which sucks because I got to box it back up. Hopefully, I remember how I did it. But at least I'm taking it home and not UPS. So I'm gonna be very careful when I do take it. But yeah, this one's my piece. So I'll end up having displayed them. I got to move my display around a little bit, and maybe this turntable starting to act.
Big piece, man. Like a bit for 140, it's a big piece.
Yeah. It's. I mean, but like I said, for the character, this is something that you got to have them flying around. The other thing too that I'm seeing here is there's a good gap between his feet. Like, you know how they mark it where you place the foot and peg? It's a little bit wider, so it gives it like a big seam line. So it doesn't sit too well. But other than that, man, like I said, it's an 8. I like the paint. I like the pose. You can see some of the – an Iceman with seam lines is like Venom with seam lines. You know, it's just very difficult to kind of hide that stuff. Yes, Marcos will probably give an 8.7, 6, 3, 5, 3 out of 10.
What the hell?
No. I love that.
No, for me, can I go then now? Can I go? So for me, I think this piece has. I think the concept is amazing especially with a licensed company. It's very anime-like, if that makes sense. Like it's a very flowing, moving, dynamic piece. 1/4, so it's even harder to do usually. So that's why they have the screw-in part with the foot, so it doesn't fall off. Obviously, anime pieces are usually 1/6, so you can get away with more dynamic poses and all that stuff.
Correct.
I do not like as you can see through, like with the magnets and stuff like that. Maybe you figure a way to try to hide them better. Maybe, I don't know. I do like the concept. Like I said, I hate the Danger Room Sentinel, but like you said, like this was an earlier piece, so it's not like like if this came out in 2025, I would have been even more pissed off. But like this came out in 2018, 2017. I understand like this wasn't a big issue back in the day with X-Men pieces.
Right.
So I can forgive it. I think the Danger Room's like paint job looks pretty bland though. It doesn't look that great. It looks very like whatever turquoise, green, bluish type of thing.
That's normal for the Danger Room flooring.
For sure, but it looks like very bland paint job. That's just me though.
Here's one thing I will tell you that XM Studios Sentinel base paint is consistent with all the other pieces they have because they're Cyclops.
Yeah. I would say the Sentinel part does look great though, detail wise, paint job wise. I know you said kind of flat. For me on our end, it looks great though. So I said it earlier, kind of. I do like the ice to look on pieces more like the clear, like bluish ice versus like the whitish ice. So I would like that more. Also, I know it's comic accurate that he's like fully ice like that, but I do like some of the pieces when they have like the outfit that still is like the outfit, and then his body is ice. So it would give it a little bit more contrast, different colors, blah blah blah. I don't know. I like the concept of the piece a lot, and like they almost got it, but for me, I'll say probably. And I'm a pretty big Iceman fan. He's like one of my favorite. Until they made him gay for some reason in the comics. Like I have nothing against gay people, but like stop making.
I hate him now. He's gay. He's like, come on, Mark, what'd you get?
A straight character.
Well,
reason.
Yeah. Well, no, I get what Marcos means by that because they just this is still a touchy thing, obviously, about the comics community. But I think because the way it was done in kind of just a really stupid way, for even if you were trying to update his sexuality or something. The fact that they just had he was gay the entire time and basically basically invalidate since the 60s for 50 years. He only was involved. Like it invalidated. Hey, you guys were wrong.
Hold up, he was a player. He was a player.
I understand. Basically, they went through how they handled it, which of course is the Marvel way of doing things. Is they invalidated all of his history, which the romantic stuff was always subplot stuff, but they invalidate and it's not like they reboot, like said, hey, this entire continuity is rebooted or something. Like they never did that.
They always said no.
Yeah. So pretty much
And
what you're telling me,
they undid
they
all
Ricky
of this romantic history, which is what annoyed people why they didn't buy it. That is
right.
But he was one of the first characters they really did that. So now, whether
Is
coded
that
or
is
whatever,
that continuity with the 616? Is that the 616 version?
Yeah, it's
the
main plot line.
Yeah, he is always written as a gay character. Like he.
So
only
pretty
is
much
addressed as a man.
they did him like Ricky Martin. Pretty much have him be a player with all these women, and then next, hey, just to let you guys know.
That's what I'm saying. Like it wasn't like he got no bitches. He got bitches back in the day. He got all of them.
Well,
my man got all the girls, and now he's gay out of nowhere.
But now see, so like when DC obviously have Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, where
Tim Drake,
right?
Tim Drake's probably even a more recent thing where Tim Drake was always presented as far as now. There may have been, I get kind of some of the quote coding stuff and everything, which I don't believe that stuff, but that is irrelevant kind of to me. But now they kind of, if they're adjusting the history of the character, so like Tim Drake is bisexual. So unlike Iceman, where they just said
out of nowhere is bisexual too. That's
I'm saying that they acknowledge the history of the character and that part of them without like Iceman, where they just said, hey, well, actually he was closeted and actually he did not care about those ladies at all.
All like the 19 women we showed him with are all like him. Like,
he never actually cared about that or anything like that.
But the thing is, like, with like put it like this: if Iceman was gay from the start, would it, especially back in the day, like with the 60s, 70s when he like first came out, would it like made people mad? Probably, back in the culture was different back in the day.
Oh, sure, yeah.
At the same time, like. Now he would have been more accepted, but at the same time, I hate when they retroactively do it. Like if Tim Drake,
and they do it in such a comic booky, stupid way.
Like if Tim Drake was bisexual, gay from the start, I have no issue with that. I hate when they do it like last second because it's 2018. That's why I hate. So the same thing with him. Like it's just stupid. That
but Tim Drake, at least they did it in such a way that they are doing. It acknowledges his past history without saying where Iceman, they just completely said, actually we're completely changing that. And we don't care if you don't like it or it doesn't matter or you're just wrong what you assumed about the character. The problem for the comic industry is it has an older audience. So telling people who have the type audience for your medium, which cares about the history, even if there's like reboots or changes, they don't like to be told, actually, you're an idiot. You were idiotly wrong that this character was not like you thought it was for the decades you may have been reading or doing.
Well, back to my point, though, real quick, Lane.
Yeah.
Like, I was a big fan. I still am to an extent, but I was really a big fan of Iceman, especially when I was younger, because, I like fire and ice powers, obviously. So, like, he was, like, when I was young, it was one of the characters I liked a lot. So I can give a good, grading on this. But for me, with all the issues I explained, I'll probably give this like a 7.9 out of 10. I think it missed the mark in a lot of places. But I think the concept is the best part. And I think it just failed on like the paint applications and the clear resin and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But 7.9 is a pretty good score for me. Because there's like some piece we're talking about. There's some museum pieces of Iceman that look really good too. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm comparing it to those pieces as well. So 7.9. But I do like the XM concept. Like it's a very unique concept for a license piece. So I like that a lot. So, but yeah, I give it a 7.9.
Cool. What about you, Lane?
This one probably is like a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
It just because of the see-through resin, it's hard to make him out. It just is. Which it's not XM's fault with that. It's just but like where you have a character like Silver Surfer, who's there's not a lot of color to
naked.
Naked.
He's naked.
Yeah. There's not different color differentiation or something to help make out the character. He at least is in such a coloration where you can still clearly see him and his board and stuff defined if it's just him. this Iceman piece, it literally almost like if I'm just looking at it, I think it's like two colors. It's metal gray and it's white, like see-through white.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it barely, I can, if you didn't have, like, if it was just you didn't have like the sofa there, which is a darker color to kind of offset him here a little bit. I might have like been going like where does he begin and where does the garage door end, like kind of thing, because it'd be white on white, it'd be hard to see. I like the action pose to it. I think that's really cool, but it could just be he doesn't translate great into a statue format. There are characters sometimes just designs that aren't going to translate great. I think if maybe he were on a smaller scale, like if it was him, like Spider-Man and the Amazing Friends, like if it was that kind of statue where that had Iceman, like Firestar and Spider-Man, like all on the same thing. Maybe like, you know, a 5th scale or a 6th scale piece where all three of them were together and you had him doing something kind of like this, maybe because he always used to form, you know, the ice he would ride the ice basically and everything. If he was up in the air and you had both of them on the same thing, you kind of think about it like, you know, some of those, like the My Hero Academia Prime 1 statues we've seen, or like the one, which has the 3 characters. If it was something like that with those 3 on it, maybe he was towards the center or was kind of behind, but you had the color contrast of 2 very colorful costumes. And he, you know, he might translate a little bit better when he's on your shelf where you've got some other colored characters around him. So you can kind of make him out better. But him by himself.
I think the way I'm going to do it, no, you're good. You're good. I think the way I'm going to do is probably put him next to Dark Phoenix because there's a lot of color going on there with her. So I understand what you're explaining. The other thing I could potentially do as well is what Marco said, is get a concept and have a painter paint his upper torso with like the shirt color and the shorts, and or even the legs, like just transition to paint. I think you can make it work.
Or you make him like a clear like ice, because like he's colder than the ice that goes around him, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean they kind of did that with
I can see it's a little bit more bluish.
Right, and I think that's the colder is the more bluish in there, right? So I think that's the idea they were going with is let's throw a little bit of hint of blue there. That's your like shading for a normal character, right? If he's wearing a black suit, you can add a little bit more darker shading or whatever, any other color, right? So I think that's just so you can see the differences in the quote unquote striations of where the muscles would be since he's all ice now. So that's their version of shading. So it does give it a bit of a contrast, but in person I can see it better than on screen because I got this big screen. I'm looking at it. I can see what your guys are saying. It's very hard to look at it. And you're right, Lane. If that couch wasn't there, it's like, where's that piece at, right? Because the garage door is white with some chrome, and he's all white. In that case, I probably would have put a black screen because I do have a black screen. I could have
like the black light box, as I know, like just like I was looking for his light colors like this.
When I did the Fallen Surfer on Toshi's channel, shout out to Toshi. I put I think it was
what the fuck?
A lighter. Yeah. I don't know where Toshi is paying, man. I love that guy. But
Pain's awesome.
I put a background that would contrast the black so you can see the character. And it was funny because he's like, make sure you just do all black or all white. I said, this is all I got. And the character's black. You wouldn't see him if I had a black background. So it makes sense. So at home right now, my background's white. So I got to put like a black sheet or something there just so you can see the character. Because the background's white. So, but I believe sometime next month I should be getting some Maju cases in. So I'll make sure the background's all black because that's what I prefer. Anyways, but yeah, I mean our scores are pretty close. I gave it an 8. Marco 7.9. Lane, what was it? 7.6. Yeah. Aiden's a hater. He's a 6.8.
Aiden hates his Superman versus Doomsday, which is
insane. Yeah. He's that guy right there, man. He just gets in and
me the special hater. This dude Aiden's a bigger hater than me, 100%.
Just through the freaking roof. through the roof. He can't even enjoy the piece he got, and he's just like
that's why we enjoy April more than Aiden.
Yeah. Well, that makes we love April. April's awesome. She's got a very strong head on the shoulder. She knows art very well. If you guys,
Aiden does not know art, so
yeah, Aiden doesn't know art. April knows all the art. So April, if you hear me, I know you got to just scold him for that. Just she knows art.
Please and thank you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But yeah, there's Iceman for you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, checking out these 2 unboxings. Michael's always getting some goodies in.
What's Michael's rating?
Michael's over here in the corner. He's
Mike, he's rating on Iceman.
Yeah. What's your rating, Michael, for Iceman? Come on
It's
in.
okay.
I like the post.
He likes the pose.
Yeah. I'll give it a 8.5.
8.5. Man, he gave him higher than everybody in the room.
I'm not
He loves
surprised.
it.
Michael likes pieces in general.
So I guess I'm just going to trade Michael then. You can have this Iceman. Let me look around and see what else.
It's the worst trade I've heard in a while. That's the Luka versus Luka trade in the Lakers and Mavericks. That's what that is.
Hey, Michael's got bangers in here, man. If he wants to trade, I'll take something. That way I don't have to box this thing up and take it. But yeah, no, I mean, Michael does have that Cyclops.
That's cool.
Are you able to? You know what? Why don't we do that? Why don't you grab that Cyclops? Let's see if we can put them both together.
All right.
Shit, might as well have some fun, right? This is shenanigans time. Unboxings are done. So thank you everybody for hanging out. We're gonna get Cyclops here, see if I can fit him. I gotta stop.
And then we can talk about the Joker J&D and then also the new release pictures that you wanted to show.
Yeah, we can get that. I'm gonna move this out of the way, see if it'll fit because the Cyclops is pretty big.
Is this an XM Cyclops or what?
Yeah, it's the XM Cyclops. Look at it, it's so top heavy, it just makes it turn by itself. Look at that.
Shut the hell up, man.
Jesus Christ. So Michael got to
Jesus Christ.
Cheese and rice. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. The fully painted prototype for Dark Phoenix custom piece, and also it has the
Dark
classic
Phoenix.
color. Oh, Dark Phoenix. Sorry, Evil Supergirl. Sorry, I was thinking about Phoenix. Evil Supergirl, classic and her dark outfit. So I got those images here. Like I mentioned before, there's going to be some upgrades on the paint based off what the commissioner said. So excited to see when it's completely finalized, but these are just some of the few pictures we have. I do have Metallo on the way as well, so I can't wait to do the unboxing of Metallo. Oh, here he comes. Let me get the hell out the way.
Will, that commissioner, I have 2 pieces coming in within like early January. So I have Mongrel coming in either before Christmas or after, he said, like right after, or and then Brainiac should be early January. So
Yeah, I heard Brainiac. I should be getting that piece as well. Brainiac. And the paint is upgraded. Try to turn him so they're both like that, but I don't know. I got so these 2 pieces. I got the Cyclops as well. What do you guys think? What the pair? You know, Lane, we were talking about the color contrast. Now that you have a character with a lot of color, the blue and the yellows, next to Iceman, any extra thought on that?
Better, but that's almost, you need something like behind him, like if you had like Phoenix or something. Yeah, where he's a little bit more forward. Like, just there needs to be something to help, like his out. Like you have a little bit there with like the sofa.
I do it,
but the problem is just that's a little bit better. That helps make him out, like his upper body look. That statue is so hard to see, like the detail on it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And everything, like I can make out, actually, it's weird because even though they're similar, I can, like the ice and stuff and the cracks and everything of his little ice slide there, I can make those out, but making him out, like it's a little bit better here with Cyclops, I think now. Like, yeah, but it's just there's detail there, but it's like in comparison to the rest of the statue, it's harder to make him out completely. Like I said, he's a giant walking ice block, so there's maybe there's not a ton you can do. So I'm not going to say XM didn't try to be accurate for the way the guy looked. You know, they didn't change something. it might be the limits of the character design themselves. But he definitely makes it a little bit better with Cyclops kind of behind him and stuff. Like I said, I think if he was part of a diorama, like one of those 6-scale anime statues from Prime One or something, where it's him and some other heroes together, where he can be kind of like that, but you have them on there with providing the color.
Right.
Now, but this is this a one and done Iceman piece? No. There's another piece that is that piece. You know, the one and done Iceman piece. But
I think.
But let me finish. Is this a good companion piece for X-Men line? Yes.
Sure. Yes. Yeah. I don't think it's a standalone for sure.
Yes.
And we've talked about a lot of the pieces I've done before that are not standalone, that work in conjunction with other pieces, look great. So yeah, you wouldn't have, for the most part, I think when they do lines like that, they make them specifically for other characters, not just a standalone piece, right? Yeah. So, you know, like okay, for example, the Warhammer, well, that's a standalone. Like, you know, there's nothing needs to go with it. It's just that awesome. You know what I'm saying? So there, you will have certain pieces like that that are just extremely standalone. But these for sure are not. The way I would like to display at home, once I get my module case, I get an extra 4 inches depth from what I have right now. I would do my Cyclops, Havoc, and Dark Phoenix. Or I did get Jean Grey. She hasn't been delivered yet, so I'll be doing an unboxing of her. So either those 3 together. And then I have to have Iceman with some other characters. So I'm not quite sure. But standalone by himself like that, I wouldn't buy it.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it at all. But there you go, just to show you guys how it looks together and how it was by itself. So they do kind of pair when you kind of get it maybe a certain angle. So if I had enough room, I can kind of angle it a little bit, him with somebody else. I'm not sure who I would put. I mean, I got Emma Frost, we got Deadpool, and we got a couple other characters at the house.
My Deadpool. You're talking about my Deadpool.
Yeah, sure. It's like both ours, but we keep it at my house. Yeah. But there's that for you. Marcos, hit it. What did you want to talk about?
Oh, so Lane, before you leave, let's get that Joker. I want to hear your opinion on this.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get that going. I guess it's the best.
This has kind of been a big thing in discussion because it's a pretty radical change from.
It's huge. Well, it's a horrible change too, in my opinion. But
it's. I've kind of always been caught in the middle. I've kind of like, I get why people are mad about it, but it's also it's not like J&D hasn't had some of the most boring bases in the history of statue making ever since their inception. But there's a big but.
You're getting less for more though, like the same price, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I think the Joker statues itself individually, I think, are both cool. I know people are annoyed that you can't get the purple jacket by itself, but I'm like, but that's like a 2.0 kind of.
Yeah. I get that. Honestly, I'm not gonna be a hater on that with the Joker piece. I wish they would have done this with the Nurse Joker. That's what I would have wished.
You're never gonna see the Nurse Joker though, man. You're never.
Yeah, I would love
that.
Well, yeah, no, J&D is the anti-taking risks thing. They're lame.
Yeah, well, no, I wouldn't be surprised if the letter say does not want them shown in a dress or a nurse's outfit.
Maybe.
Yeah, but it's like one of the most iconic scenes. It's him hitting the.
It's more iconic than the fucking bank robber. I'm sorry to say, the bank robber is it's fine. But the Joker.
Oh yeah, the purple.
Yeah, it's
the
way
purple
more
jacket.
iconic than that.
Yeah.
My point is this: if you're gonna do a different Joker, with a different scene,
another one for $2,000.
Fuck that bank robber scene. The bank robber scene is boring, statue-wise. Do Nurse Joker, and then with the purple suit, do Nurse Joker that. That would have been way more, exciting. And then add on the circular base. Fuck that, dude. J&D missed on this piece every way. I hope no one buys this.
Is that something that
you're not gonna? That is definitely not gonna.
Is that something new? The circular base thing they're doing? Is that
yeah?
Yes, this is the first one that they've had that. Now it could be a one-off. It may be just for double packs. We don't know. because
They
Right.
also said this will be the going forward what they're going to do with the circular base.
maybe
I
it's just take
wonder.
up less size.
Yeah.
But like, so what about the other lines? Like, it doesn't make sense why they want to do
They
that.
don't care. Will
You
they
know what I
don't
mean?
care? They don't care.
I mean,
As I say,
they have
Oh,
said next year is supposed to be kind of a refresh.
Okay,
kind
so
of for
according to
their doing
Cypher,
their
they
stuff.
said Heath Estate will not allow the nurse outfit. So maybe it's not J&D. It's, the people running the licensing for Heath. That's what they're saying. Or at least that's what Cypher's saying, and Cypher's always right.
Look, believe what you want to believe from J&D. I think J&D is bullshitting. They lie a lot about a lot of stuff. So
No, but there's also been for in other companies and other things. I've wondered why they haven't done a nurse Joker because no one's done.
well,
Right.
maybe yes, yeah.
I just get it could be because his character's cross dressing.
Yeah, I mean,
it's we like this.
I can get that from the estate if the family's like, no, we don't want to portray him like that. I mean, he was in the movie, but there's no need to have merchandise him in a nurse outfit.
I mean,
I
they
could get
literally have done every look. Even where him as the police guy is part of the procession and all that stuff.
You know who would love
that'd be the least
you know
wanted one of any Joker.
You know who would have loved the nurse Joker outfit in the statue form? Heath Ledger, obviously. He was such a unique, character, actor who'd love to, push boundaries.
I'm not going to put for a guy who's been dead for 16 years exactly what he would have thought.
He would have loved it.
Seeing himself as like a 6-scale figure with that. For this, I just think that I like the 2-pack.
Yeah.
I just don't know if we need more Ledger Joker.
No, but
I don't
do this fucking
necessary.
My the whole thing is like if you're gonna do Ledger Joker, don't do the circular base. Don't obviously estate wise if they couldn't get the nurse Joker approved, okay, fine, but don't do circular base. The thing is like it's the exact same price as the other. It's actually more than most pieces, for the dual pack. So you're paying more as much or more, and you're getting less with the base. So it's a huge mess on every aspect of the statue. I hope there's people that don't buy it. I know there's a good amount of people that did buy it, so good for them. But I hope this piece sells horribly. So that's just me.
I mean, honestly, Marcos, it's like there's so many people in the world and so many collectors, people. And then you got the fans, right? That just love everything J&B does. They can never do anything wrong.
So I've always said it's a cult.
Yeah.
I've had 10 people message me saying, "Oh, I got this piece." Like, look, I'm happy that you got the piece, and if you love it, I love it. But at the same time, I think it's a big miss in a lot of ways. And they're gonna piss people off with the circular base shit. So yeah.
Honestly, look, if you look at this piece, right, and the other piece, the bank robber one. Does it justify the price tag? No, it doesn't, because the only thing silicone is his face. And yeah, you got rooted hair. Why are we paying this price tag? Like, okay, yeah, you had some guy made miniature clothes. A lot of people do that. Like you could, and it's not that expensive.
Well, Barbie does that. So there you go.
Right, and they're not that expensive. You get $100 Barbie with real clothes, and real anatomy. So I just don't get it. So okay, the anime company. What's the name of that group? That does the 1/3 Tifa, all silicone.
That's like a glasses company. I forgot the name.
But it's a SDG or something like that. And their prices aren't even. They're like $1,000.
Yeah,
like that seems, and it's all silicone, and
it's 1/3.
Obviously the likeness or anime likeness, so you don't, you have to worry about the actual person. Right. And I understand licensing and, rights to the, Heath Ledger and the way he looks, and you got to pay a little extra. I get all that stuff, but I just feel that it's just way overpriced.
Way overpriced. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
I mean, there's some fan art groups. There's some fan art groups doing some extremely good.
If Alan Kiefer says if this is not worth it, and he's a big JD fan, that probably means it's probably not worth it for JD. That's what I was saying.
I don't agree with that. Like, let's continue the Berserk line. Let's just do that.
But not just that, but the thing is, like they said, the circular base is gonna going forward. That's what they're gonna do. So you have the guts and the square base, and then you have the
What if they could grip it on the circular base?
What are we doing here?
Yeah, I think if they do Griffin, it's got to be a square base. I don't know where.
That's what I'm saying. I wish it does not sell well because it showed them like they messed up in a lot of ways and they go back to the square base.
But J&D doesn't give a crap about what anybody says. We can talk about it all day.
But if no one buys, yes, they will say yes. Like
J&D's, but I honestly, I highly doubt it. I know people are going to buy it. People are just going to. It just happens.
No, for sure.
There's at least 100 people out there who buy it.
Yeah, but like I said, the only reason why I say like if you don't buy it, the only thing that J&D listens to is not like customer feedback. The only feedback they listen to is money. So if no one buys this piece, which I know a lot of people did already, so whatever. But if no one bought this piece, they will switch things up. But with square base, blah blah blah, go back.
The problem is it would have to be multiple projects that nobody bought, not just one. And
but maybe, since this is the first piece they're doing the circular base, maybe if it didn't sell well at all, they'll switch it midway in the statue process.
But the reason J&D did this project is the first one with this base because it's like a Joker and it will sell.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if they did, like we were talking, if they did Griffith this way, who's a much more minor character in the greater lexicon of most people, they did that guy like that, and no, that would probably not be. But they're gonna do this. The next few projects will probably be bigger name. But the thing is, too, they could do next something that there haven't been other characters already put out as part of a license. Like, I don't know, they put out Jack Sparrow, and then they do, Davy Jones or Barbosa or something, where there is no history for those characters.
Yeah, and do a circular base, that's fine, but established lines.
But I'm just saying that's how they're going to keep the precedent.
That's fine. Like I said, Lane, if it's a new line, if you want to do circular base, go ahead.
No.
Established lines.
That's how they're going to establish the precedent for that being how they do their statues.
Yeah, but it's still stupid. I'm just saying, if you have a line already, just keep it square. And if it's a new line, if they do like the Mummy or they do like you said, Pirates of the Caribbean, and you want to do circular, go do that. That's fine. But if it's in the line already, just keep it fucking square. Don't be a fucking.
That's not how the companies think, though, man. That's not how they think.
No.
I'm
curious. I'm curious where the process was to make it circle. They've established themselves for years.
I know the exact process. It was we can charge the same amount of money and we get a smaller base, which is less money for us production wise.
But it's not much, Marcos. I'm telling you, you're losing 2 inch in diameter. It's not much from the square. I've seen J&D in person.
It's not. No, this is
Hathaway.
Hold up, put up Lane. I mean not Lane. Will, this is actually a lot smaller than the square base. 100%.
No, I get it, but if you know production wise and how they do the molds and how much material, it's not much. It's really not a lot.
I know it isn't. Maybe I'm saying,
16 extra
they can charge the same amount or even more.
Well, sure, of course.
They're saving money with everything else with a smaller base. That's what I'm saying. It's a money saving thing. It's not making the statue better thing. It's a money saving thing. That's all it is.
Yeah, of course. Marcos, I work in production. I know what you're talking about. In the long run, the way they're doing energy saving costs for the long run, they're like, if we can save 8 ounces of material by going circle, times that by 2,000.
And we charge the same price or more.
And you charge the same price or more. You're saving in materials. I get it.
100%.
I get it. It's not much, but anyways. Yeah, J&D is just a very interesting company to follow and to look at. Cool. The product is really the product is very good. It's a hit and miss with a lot of other stuff. Just like LBS or XM or Prime One or Sideshow. It's always hit and miss. PCS, it's always hit.
I'll say with LBS, I haven't seen many misses from them. Like maybe Iron Man. I'm trying to think of anything else.
Because Iron Man was the 70s version, right? It's very classic-y.
Yeah,
so
but
a lot of
the base is bland. It's plain. So that's why I said that's why it's a miss. But LBS hasn't missed much, man, from an in-hand and prototype.
No. And I do. J&D has missed, and I do appreciate JC for listening to us. We had him on the show. He listened. He changed the base on Martian Manhunter. we gave our opinions on the original base, but he said, okay, they approved and moved forward with the other base, which I like way more. So it's very good to see that. So I'm very happy that they are listening, and some companies do listen, and some they're like,
JD is one of those that does not listen at all.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Well, anyway, I have to head out actually.
All right, Lane. Thank you very much for jumping on here. I'm going to show you guys this the prototype for Evo Supergirl, and we'll get through there. Let's go ahead. Let's just jump on that. Let me go ahead and screen share here for you guys.
I'll be right back.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to wait for Marcos because he'll be right back. We gotta go poop or something. Like, you can't hold it. What is he doing? Anybody else on the chat want to bring some? Marcos, you're on mute, so I can't hear you.
I got to drain the sea monster. I'll be right back.
Oh my God, this guy's killing me. Let me. I do have everything set up. I'll do the screen share. We'll wait 30 seconds for Marcos. He has to sit down when he goes, so it'll take a little bit longer. Anybody in the chat want to jump in? Anything you guys want to talk about? We'll show these images. Give me your opinions, what you think, what could possibly need to change for this prototype that's showing. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'll be getting it in hand. Usually, they sent me their dark side, and I did that live unboxing. I am getting my own dark side, so I'll probably do another. So it'll be dark side 2.0, which has the upgraded paint from the original prototype that we have. So, and I think the images of the paint has been spread around. So if you haven't seen it, I'm pretty sure you can find it with the upgraded paint on the dark side. It does have an extra portrait as well, and the anti-life equation ball in his hand. So they did switch that up. No, we did not talk about the new Sume. I do have Yamamoto coming. I'm waiting on our good friend Todd from Spec Fiction to send me my shipping confirmation so I can get it in. But yeah, we didn't talk about Sume. Unless Marcos, you want to talk about Sume. Let me show this Evil Supergirl.
No.
We could go read the chat. Maybe you can pull that picture up. I'm going to pull this up here. So share screen. Go to your Facebook. Share.
Also, did you say I had to sit down while I peed? That's crazy.
No.
I heard that.
So there you go. There's one of the images. This is painted. There is going to be some extra paint on this crystal here, and the blue is going to be a little bit more bluer. Let me see if I can see that. And this is the dark, obviously the dark version of her. So this is actual prototype paint. So I can stay here. I don't know if you guys need me to zoom in or not, Marcos, because I can't see where we're at.
Maybe zoom in a little bit. It's kind of far for me, and then probably even further for the the watchers.
So there's some of the boot. There's some of the base. That base is lit up. There's lights in there. That's not paint on the light, but that is the light up effect. So there is a light up effect on that base. I'll scroll up to the cape here. I think the paint came out phenomenal for this piece. But if you look at the hair, the commissioner did say they're going to add a few more layers of coloring, yellows and stuff like that to really make that blonde.
I messaged in the comment section when this was posted, I'm like, is this like a render or is it like, proto? People said it's proto. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But the hair looks so fake because it's one tone, if that makes sense. So I thought it was render for the longest time.
So this is the Evo version. It's got the red crystals. But yeah, if you look at it, that hair is they're gonna upgrade the paint on the hair. On the classic version, they'll upgrade the suit, and I'll try to get this thing's. My computer's lagging a little bit, so sorry about that. So the base is looking fantastic. It does match the dark side base, which looks good. I know it's kind of hard to see the skin tones there. I'm gonna go up here. Yeah, so just really the hair needs a little bit of touch up. Let me see if here's the white base with the classic. So as you can see, there's a glass table. It's reflecting down here at the bottom. Let me zoom in right there. So it's sitting on a glass table, so you can see the reflection. So yeah, there's the white crystal. So there's going to be a touch up on the white crystals as well, from what I'm told. Let me go up. Just want to make sure everybody gets. So that blue seems a little darker. It's going to be brighter. Yeah, it's going to be a brighter blue.
Same thing that I said with the Iceman piece we just saw. It's like, for me, this is my personal opinion. I do like a clearer, bluer ice versus like the white, ice. So, yeah. But
but remember, this isn't ice; it's crystal, so it's different.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But it's still, it's still in the fucking Fortress of Solitude. It's ice, basically, at that point.
Well, I don't think it's Fortress of Solitude because it's like she's next to Darkseid. This is a proximity piece.
Not this version right here. This is the hero version.
That's true. That's true. This is
that's what I was saying. I'm not talking about the red ice, or the red.
Yeah.
I'm talking about this one right here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right on that one. Let me just flip this.
I'm always right, people. I'm always fucking. No, I am.
Shush. I'm just saying right now. Just saying right now you are. So this picture, it's not lit up the base, but we do know it does light up.
Yeah.
This is the regular version of it. So you don't get all that other stuff. So if you want something that saves space, this would be the piece you would want to go. I do believe the PO is still open for it. So if there's people interested and they want this particular piece, there it is. By far, in my opinion, the portraits on this Supergirl are better than any other ones I've seen. I think that they just nailed the portrait, and I can't wait to see
Prime one. I hate the Prime one.
Yeah, I don't like it either. But once that hair has the right tone of blonde in there,
it needs to touch up.
It's going
to. It looks like
ramen
noodles right now. It looks like ramen noodles.
I love ramen noodles. It's gonna kill it, so for sure.
No, I think there's a lot of pluses on this, but right now, like I said, I thought this was a render because the hair looks so fake, if that makes sense. Like it looks so fake.
Right.
But if you guys touch that up, the company that touches that up, it'd be great.
Yeah, let me go. So this is the more short top version of her. And like I said, I only have a few images. I don't have everything. I'm pretty sure once they get everything situated, you'll be able to see more. This is the back of the base. It's got the Darkseid motto here. So pretty cool. That is lit up there. Like I said, they're going to make some changes. You can see that it's a plug-in because the plug's right there with the cable. The only challenging part about that is unless you can get a portable battery like Michael had here and a plug that fits that, then you can have it rotating if you had a lazy Susan with it. So that would be pretty cool if you could do something like that. And then there's the back of the Evil version on the smaller base. That you can tell the wiring as well. You can see the plug-in and it's lit up. Let me zoom in on that right there.
Great piece.
So you can see that. Yeah. So if they can make the plug where it'll fit with a USB battery or a portable battery and just have it rotating, that's enough because there's not a lot of light there for it to kill that battery so quickly. So that is the prototype painting right now. So super excited to see when they update the paint. I'm not sure how soon they will be updating it, but I'm not sure how they will update it, but we'll see what happens. And if they do send me the updated images, I'll go ahead and obviously share it to the group like I always do. So let's go ahead and open that there. I'll go ahead and remove this.
You want me to share what I want to share? What people want to see?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So I told Will, because since he's getting the Yamamoto, obviously, like you got to get this whole line. So I think this piece is better than the Yamamoto, which is crazy because the Yamamoto piece is amazing. But the big downside about this piece is this line is supposed to be a cheaper option than like normal Sume pieces. And it's very expensive. It's like $1,400 retail, plus shipping, plus taxes, blah, blah, blah. So that was a big miss for me. But the overall statue, though, looks amazing. My gosh, I love this piece.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't PO this piece. Because I looked at the price tag and almost doubled. I'm like, why?
It's insane.
Like, that's not what. Yeah. So, I'm going to hold off personally. I'm going to hold off for Kenpachi. It's going to take maybe 5 years because if they're doing every single one. Yeah. Kenpachi's way towards the end. So I don't. Yeah. It's going to be bigger than Yamamoto for sure.
But
because
side by side
yeah,
here.
right there.
I
Yeah,
think this
yeah.
piece, I think they're both amazing, but I think this piece is a little bit more unique, if that makes sense, but not worth like $800 more, if that makes sense. You know,
No,
it's not
no.
that.
I'm unfortunately, and I hate to say this, I'm unfortunately gonna have to do like I did with XM. I'll wait 7 years and see if who's gonna sell this.
Yeah,
And buy it later. I'm not in a rush to have that particular
But
piece.
for Yamamoto, you wanted obviously because like that's one of your characters.
Oh sure, yeah, he's like one of my top 5. Yeah,
and the piece is amazing as well. And they're supposedly going to come out with like their own replica, like Zambatos, obviously. So
yeah. And I think if they do, it's a must-have for at least Yamamoto. I don't think,
especially like you said, like not in Kenpachi too, for sure.
Well, I mean, they have Kenpachi already. Like, plenty of places sell a version of Kenpachi, but
not assuming
if it's his Bankai, forget about it. It ain't gonna fit in my room. You know, they do Kenpachi.
When Sume does it, they're gonna do a good job on it for sure.
Oh yeah. They have the quality and the resources.
I think
for sure
the what's his name, Shinzui. I think that piece is a better piece in the Kenpachi. I mean, not the Kenpachi. I'm sorry, Yamamoto. But I think the price, it doesn't make it worth it. If that makes sense. If it was like 900, yes, retail 900.
I would even take like not even just 900, maybe 1,000, like around that range. Because she's not going to cost an extra freaking $800. I know it's 2 characters.
She's gonna weigh 5 pounds at most. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I get it. So, I'm happy with Yamamoto. I think it looks great. I can't wait to see it in person. I think I shared a video of you. Somebody had it in hand. It might be them from Sume.
Pretty soon, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been shipping in China. I just haven't seen anything shipped down here in the U.S.
So it should be soon. I can't wait to get that piece and unbox it. So, I can't wait.
He says, how do we feel about the base difference between both? I like the differences between the both because
they're very
they work for that character, if that makes sense.
And they're different too. They're similar and different, if that makes sense. They're circular. They have like their what is called the group emblem on the front. And then obviously are different on the base, So I like that. It's very similar. It's not J&D like where everything has to be very similar, but it's different, if that makes sense. But it's similar but different.
And they did the circle bases first, so let's
exactly.
go back.
But like I said, I think that the new piece is amazing. It just the price does not justify the amazingness, if that makes sense. So
no, I don't think it justifies it at all with that price, and that's why I'm like, okay. So when you think about all the captains, like what captains are they? Are they doing the original captains? Are they doing 1,000-Year War after 1,000-Year War captains? Like, is Rukia going to be in? Like, you really got to think about which direction are they going now? Because I think Bleach will be done here pretty soon.
Yeah. So I think the most popular captains are Hitsugaya, what's the name? Rukia's brother, Bakuya, right?
Yeah.
Him, Hashi, Yamamoto. There's like the 4 that everybody always loves in stature form and popularity wise. So like Shunsui, he's dope. I like him a lot as a character, but still he's not like a popular character.
No. It would similar. The same would be said for like Fei Long. Like you know what I mean? Like what do you do with her? A big ass rocket and she's just standing there like
just that finger right there, that finger.
Right, he's kind of going like this. Like I'm very curious to see how they're going to implement everybody's Bankai in statue form, especially Kenpachi, because he's like.
Oh, I would love to see them do like since Aizen was a captain, I guess you could say. Oh God, that'd be cool. So. No,
but they kind of replaced him, right? Well, so was Jin, right? Jin was a captain, or was he vice captain?
Well, I'm saying since he was a captain. It might as well do him, right? Aizen's is the most popular villain in the whole series. So
sure. But that's what I'm saying. Where are they basing off their 13 squad? Are they going to go original? Or are they going to go 1,000-Year War? Like where are we basing this off of? It's kind of.
I forgot her name. The medic.
The who?
The medic. The medic group. What's the female? What's her name?
Gosh. Where she fights Kenpachi. What's her name?
Yeah, that fight was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah. I think her Bankai, but they've done a few of hers with that blood Uruhira. Man, I can't remember her name. I'm sorry, guys. I'm
so it's like you something like that. That makes sense.
Retsu. McFly said Retsu.
Yeah, but that move, like the whole like blood sword.
Where she does the blood, blood off her sword.
Oh
that's going to be great.
She's able to kill. They did that. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and she's one of the original captains, so it makes sense to use her.
Yeah. So
correct. So I mean, it's going to be curious. It's just like the scientist. I forget most of their names, but the scientist. Look at Toshi. Toshi just messaged you.
Toshi, I love it. I texted him. I was like, dude, I haven't touched this guy in fucking forever, man. I miss him. Toshi, if you're watching, we love you, bro. So.
Yeah, we love Toshi, man. It's been a long time. He's got to jump on. But yeah, I'm just curious how that lineup's going to go with that Bleach character. But you're right. The price point does not justify.
It's too much. It's too because that line is supposed to be cheap. It's supposed to get in collectors' hands quicker and like smaller base plates, like space saving. So I think they're losing what they're trying to do with that line, the Bisuja line, with the price wise with the last one. So hopefully maybe they course correct the next piece. We'll see. So yeah, I think it's a good piece. Urahara, that's her name. I didn't even look it up too. That was me just being a dork. But Urahara.
I gotta look.
Demon and McFly, yeah. Oh my god, a Demon Slayer Bisuja line would be amazing, dude. That'd be cool. That'd be really good. That'd be one that see.
Yeah, aren't they doing one though?
They do Demon Slayer and the not the Bisuja line. They do it in the what's that like small scale line they do? They do it oh my god, there's like a small line in Sume they do. It's like 1/6. It's like very
yeah. It's a little bit smaller.
What's it called? Ikigai. There we go. There we go. Yeah, McFly got it. They made Ikigai. There we go.
Yeah. I mean, there's just so much. There's just so many characters. But yeah, if they did the same Bijutsu line, I think it would work really well for Demon Slayer. Especially if they're gonna do just the main squad. But then they got to add the main characters as well, and they're not. But they're not part of like the main squad, right? So
I would love to see them do a Rengoku. I would love a Rengoku by
yeah. Rengoku's dope. I mean, maybe they'll do it just like Yamamoto with all the flames and stuff. Would be pretty badass.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with that. That'd be really cool. So we'll see. See, I'm the same with you, man. I love quarter scale museum stuff. And there are a lot of Chinese companies doing it. If you go to fnc.com, there's a bunch of museum anime stuff that they do. I try to avoid jumping on it because it's like a rabbit hole. And you can ask Marcos when he's got like, what do you got? Like 6 things coming in here soon?
Okay, so I have Mongrel coming in custom. I have Brainiac coming in custom. Dark Side on Throne custom. I have a Deadpool 1/4, the Iron Studios movie version coming in. And then Sume Buggy should be coming in late January, early February. And same with the Guts Casca 1 Prime 1 diorama.
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah. That's gonna be a good one.
Coming in within 2 months.
So are we live unboxing all of these?
We're gonna be busy, dude. We're gonna be fucking busy, bro, with the live unboxing, which sucks, but for me it's gonna suck. But no, we have a lot coming in for sure.
I'm telling you, look, just the Levy Prime 1 with blood paint. No, I didn't see that. I've seen the Levy Prime 1, but not with blood paint. But Marcos, this camera I'm using right now, Levi. This camera I'm using right now is not that expensive. You can hook it up to your laptop like I'm doing right now. The quality's good, and maybe you should just slow down on the statue buying and get a camera. So when you do your unboxings, man, you're gonna have really clear, good stuff.
Yeah. So also with McFly, what are you saying? So a good friend on Godlike channel, and I think he's coming to our show a couple times. Goddamn, what's his name? But he got the blood version of the Levi versus Beast Titan. You know, with Prime 1, you have to pay an extra $500 sometimes.
Yeah.
So he did the extra price, and it looks great. Like, it looks amazing. But it just sucks that you have to pay $500 for some fucking blood. So yeah. But good for him. it's the way to go if you're gonna get that piece. You know, I would say probably get the blood version, but
Right.
you know, it's up to your finances and all that stuff. But for me, I think it's worth it with that piece because like the non-blood version looks pretty bland and lame, and you know. But you know, it's up to what you want in your collection. But I'm with McFly. I think the blood paint job looks amazing. So
Yeah, it's amazing, but is it worth the extra $500?
I think put it this: it was like $200. Yes, $500 maybe not. But like if I'm getting that piece, like if I know for sure I'm getting that piece, I'm gonna do the blood. If that makes sense, like, I would have to do it. It makes that big difference. But is it worth $500? No.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think you can find a local painter that could just stop by real quick with a kit and airbrush and be like,
especially with like you can say like show them the pictures of, like what they did blood wise and like, hey, do this basically.
Right.
Cheaper, you know. But,
yeah, for sure. But yeah, if you want to spend the $500 and you could do it, then do it. I mean, it's your money. Who cares? Who cares what we say? None of the stuff we say matter. But
guys, yeah, that are, you know.
Yeah, that is. But let's say we're at the 2 hour and 20-minute mark. I want to thank everybody for jumping in on the stream with us today. I want to thank Michael for pretty much hosting this and letting me come down and checking out that exoskeleton. That's the first Terminator piece I've seen. Really good stuff. Iceman, we got Cyclops here on the side just to give you guys some idea of what they both look like. Thank you, everybody, for joining. McFly, let me go through here. Let me just get my shout-outs to all my people that are on here. I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to read. Vibranium was in the house. Cypher was here. April's like the smartest person in that household. Aiden doesn't know what he's talking about. Yep. Walton's in the house. Thank you for joining, Walton. McLovin was in the house. Jojo, always thanks for Jojo. Grant, thank you for jumping in, hanging out with us. Let's see. I know we had who else did we have? We had Everyday Collector. Jonathan was in the house. We also had Battle Cat, man. I love that guy. Battle Cat's awesome. He's got a great collection. That's who we had in the chat today. So I really appreciate everybody jumping in. So what I'm gonna end up doing is next weekend I probably will not be able to do a stream. I do have some people that want to do a live unboxing, but we're gonna do a special double live unboxing at the end of the year. So what's that, the 29th? That Saturday's the 29th, right? I believe so. So that'll be the final ASV Collectibles live unboxing. And next year we got so much good stuff coming in. So just continue to hang out with us.
I got like 6 pieces coming in within January.
Marcos himself has 6 pieces coming in. I got Yamamoto still coming in. I got Jazz Inc., Michelle Pfeiffer. I got Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho coming in 1/4 scale. Hopefully that'll be done soon. And I got a Jean Grey from Sideshow coming in that I just got. So a lot of good stuff coming in, a lot of chat. Next year is going to be an exciting year for us, especially for me here at ASV Collectibles. So I really appreciate everybody jumping on the stream with me. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out in the chat.
So much.
And my guys on the panel, missing FBJ. So hopefully FBJ can join us for the last live unboxing.
You on Facebook say he's lame.
Yeah. Just message FBJ, tell him he's lame for not joining the chat, but I understand wife tax and everything. Yeah, we love him to death. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in here, hanging out again. ASV Collectibles, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell a friend, hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss out on future live unboxings. I'll keep posting it. Subscribe to Godlike Studios. Subscribe to Grant. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to check him out.
And John, the Everyday Collector.
Subscribe to all these guys because we are trying to keep this community live, and hopefully we can, just kind of bring joy into this hobby we have and this passion we have for statue collecting and whatnot. So thank you guys again for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Peace.